Welcome to We're Just Messages podcast. Of course, I am Mike.
What's happening is Marcus.
What's going on, my brother? How you feeling?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just, getting myself up and ready this morning. But overall, I'm good, though.
I feel you, man. It's been a long week, long week, man.
Hell yeah.
Middle of October's already here, man. So you already know how that shit go, man.
Yeah, we in 2025 right now.
Yeah, man. We in 2025 right now, man. We in 2025. Well, overall, man, how you been doing?
I've been good, man. Just been, a lot of work this week. But overall, man, I've been good, bro. I can't complain, Still alive, still healthy, still living.
Staying peaceful.
Yep, staying peaceful.
Not letting people fuck with your energy.
Not whatsoever. I'm always going to be above that shit.
Hell yeah.
I just don't give a fuck. So,
yeah.
there's that.
As you continue to get older, man, you realize you don't really give a fuck about a lot of shit, man.
Yeah.
You don't give a fuck about a lot of shit, bro.
Nah, a lot of shit I don't.
It really do be beneath you.
And also be irrelevant. Like, bro, I don't like what is this doing for me now? Is this adding any value to me now? Probably not. So I really don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not doing nothing to add value, or is this shit even making me happy? I don't give a fuck.
Anything that's fucking with my energy is getting removed.
ASAP.
Any cut off, block, all that. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about that first. The internet makes me mad. Who made this rule up that somebody has power over you because you block them? Like who made that up?
I mean, I guess that's for the person who probably got blocked. Like, that's their
like, I really want to know who made that fucking rule up.
I get for the person who got blocked. That's probably their interpretation of like, oh, this nigga blocked me, or this person blocked me. Obviously I'm affecting them that much. Or it could just be like, nigga, I just don't want to see that shit.
Nah, I don't want to see you, deal with you, fuck with you in any space. Like, that's just what that is. Like, it's not no fake ass power. No. Anybody can get blocked.
And the thing is, it's like
anybody can get blocked.
Anybody can get blocked, and it's also like, dog, if I don't feel like going back and forth with you, my nigga, I'm just going to block that shit and keep it moving. Because I could give you my time and energy, and I could give you all the rage that I have, but I'm not going to do that.
The ultimate, somebody having power over you is you doing something to them.
Yes. Or you constantly just
and risking my freedom.
Yeah.
That's you having power over me.
Yeah. Or
because then you got to sit back and ask, was that person worth me risking my freedom? No.
No. Or if you just like,
I'm actually doing you a favor.
Yeah.
By blocking you.
Yeah, because I could just hurt you.
Yeah,
and then we got a whole nother conversation we gotta talk about. But for this, or people might say like, oh, you might this person might be tweeting, and every time this person tweet, you just jump into their shit, or you might be making a sub tweet or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's to me that be the jokey shit. Like, all right, nigga. Like every time I tweet, you got something to tweet, or you got a sub tweet about something thinking I ain't gonna catch it, or which I really don't give a fuck. Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying people do that.
No, you nobody can make you feel bad about removing or blocking anybody that's disturbing your peace, whether it be in person or social media. Social media is set up for you to have as many settings as you want.
Yeah.
You are allowed to use those settings to your discretion.
Yeah.
Rather it be filtering out certain shit. I love the mute words feature on Twitter.
Yeah, my dog.
I love to put the words in for suggested posts on Instagram, or turn a suggested post, snooze it for 30 days.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I have so much settings for content preferences. I love that shit.
So you said it to where if a topic's super hot,
my muted words list is insane.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, so when there's a topic going on and you said snooze it for 30 days, so basically you just put it.
I just added financial abuse to my muted words. I just added financial abuse to my muted words. What the fuck is that? And I'm not deep diving on it because you know what I'm saying? That's why I got the bitch muted. But I have muted every word related to money and relationships on Twitter, and I just added 2 the other day. And financial abuse was the newest edition.
Oh, that's funny. So he added financial abuse to the muted
real shit,
word.
Bro. Like I don't want to see nothing regards to money and relationships. We don't talk about that shit on here. Yeah. I don't want to see nothing regarding money and relationships on social media. That shit is just a constant cycle going through social media. I'm getting rid of it.
It's an ever revolving door of the same topic.
The same shit.
Remix 10 to 15
Because
times.
it's no progress.
No.
It's just a constant bickering back and forth about who should do this, who should do that. Oh, you need to have this. He need to have that. She need that. I don't want to see that. Yeah. So that's what I appreciate about social media. You are able to adjust your content preferences to your liking.
Yeah.
And I utilize it to the fullest scale.
And that's why it's your social media is what you can do.
What I want to see.
Your page.
See, like on my timeline, once I see something, it gets blocked or removed.
Yeah.
I don't got to sit up there and complain about it.
But that For You shit be
my For You page be kind of fire. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, my For You page fire, but
it's been some rare cases where I be like, okay, not interested in this. But other than that, when I flip to that For You, the first 3 tweets be funny as hell.
Yeah.
It's always funny. But other than that, the internet just has really, really changed. Niggas really be making shit up. Like this false sense of power you think you got over somebody because they block you. That's some damn. That's really under the tree of some narcissism shit.
Yeah.
Like that's another thing. People changing the meaning of words and shit. Like yesterday, I tweeted about niggas changing the definition of spiraling and crashing out. I don't think y'all really know what crashing out means. Crashing out means you risking your freedom. You risking something.
And you doing.
And spiraling is like under the same umbrella too. Like me disagreeing with you is not me spiraling, bro.
No, you spiraling is you personally going down in your trajectory in your life. Like if you're somebody, like if you were a clean cut guy, had a great job, and next thing you know, you become a fucking drug addict, nigga, you're spiraling down. You're spiraling down a dark hole.
Correct.
If I decided to go, you know what? I'm just gonna run out here and just shoot the first nigga I see. I'm crashing the fuck out, nigga. I have no type of plan on how to execute or do anything. I'm just going in with my head like a running back, going through the fucking
just taking over.
Yeah. Going through the whole, just put my head down, all my feelings, and just wilding the fuck out. Crashing out is not the definition, y'all nigga. Crashing out is something criminal. It is not you fucking now just blowing up the spot.
Yeah.
We've everybody's experienced blowing the spot, getting blown up. So, but that's different from a nigga crashing out. Crashing out is a criminal phrase, my nigga. And I hate the way people are misusing words. Like people misuse the word face card. My nigga, face card has nothing to do with your actual
rep.
It's your rep. It's
I think that was more so for the women to get their, shit. But you are correct. Face card used to mean your reputation out here.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like from shout out, from some of my friends who used to do things out there, they used to tell me all the time, hey, I might not have it right now, but I can get it off the face card because niggas know I'm good for it when they come for me coming back and blah blah blah. That's a different story too, but but niggas changing the definition of words and shit like that. That's the one shit I am starting to hate on social media because I'm like, bruh, that's not what that word is intended for. Like crashing out is not because you had an argument with somebody and y'all going back and forth. Oh, this person's crashing out with their opinion. Like, no, nigga, crashing out is literally doing some dumb shit or hyping somebody else to do some dumb shit. Being a crash dummy. If you're like criminal wise, you go and just you go and just shoot the first nigga. Like, bro, that's crashing out. You know what I'm saying? Or motherfuckers crash out trying to rob a bank. You know what I'm saying? Nigga just walk in there with a motherfucking note.
What's some dead president shit?
Some dead president shit. That's the ultimate crashing out, nigga. You don't even know how the play been fucked up from the beginning, nigga. You could have aborted the mission, but you decided to go for it. You crashed out. Because nothing good was going to come out after this. But I digress.
Yeah, I just hated that shit. I seen that shit this week. I'm like, man, y'all niggas just be making up shit. Don't know what the fuck you talking about, bro. Yeah. Just running your mouth. Like you always do.
You don't mean that.
You don't mean that shit. But yeah, man, I'm overall tired of that shit, man. We lost a lot. We lost a lot of things, and this is just not me getting on my old man yelling at the cloud shit because I do love social media.
Nah, get on that shit, man.
Social media has a lot of positives, But sometimes you niggas be getting out of line with certain words or certain phrases, misusing shit. Yeah. I'm just feel like, what the fuck? Like, oh, you're spiraling. Now, bro, we disagree on the topic. That's not me
spiraling.
That's not me spiraling.
We just had a disagreement.
We just got a disagreement. That's all that's going on, bro. That's all that's going on. I'm not spiraling. You're not even spiraling by disagreeing with me. We just disagree on something. I don't understand where that where that transition happened at. I don't know if it was around 2020, 2021.
Niggas just start hearing the word spiraling when Drake and Kendrick started beefing, dog.
I think that's when it started. I think that's when it started. But like anytime, either like when Drake started replying to something or he's spiraling. I'm like, the nigga probably just responding or I don't know. Yeah. You have to be willing to lose something. Or like you said, downgrading your life for you to be spiraling.
Yank you, bro. You
crashing out, you have to be willing to risk something, lose something in order for you to crash out.
Yeah.
That's what that shit is. Like when we used to see movies and motherfuckers start spazzing, they was crashing out. Yeah. Like Juice and Bishop and Juice, he was crashing out.
Yeah.
Spiraling out.
He was spiraling down the dog. He crashed out the end.
Yes. So that's what that is. And a lot of you niggas are not willing to do that. And that's fine. But that's what that aligns with.
Like the nigga, remember on Twitter when the nigga had a conversation, they was going back and forth, I think between Kobe or some shit like that, or LeBron, whatever.
Yeah, niggas willing to pull up.
And they pulled up to the house. That's
or during the Kendrick and Drake beef when the nigga from Texas and the nigga from Cali or some shit like that, he might have been in the same city and he pulled up to his grandmama house or granddaddy house.
That's crashing out. Cause my nigga, if you ever pulled up on my granny house door, if you ever, nigga, first of all, you weren't gonna leave. Cause them boys was gonna find you right where the fuck you was at. If you ever pulled up on my mama house, my granny house, nigga, they was gonna leave you. They was gonna find you wherever the fuck you pulled up at. So that's crashing out, nigga. Cause first of all, you don't know what the fuck other people's intentions and what they got going on. That nigga, as soon as you saw your fucking car, that nigga could have made a phone call. Somebody could have came and wet your shit up, nigga. Yeah, you dead for some stupid
dumb shit. Over a rap beef.
Crashing out. Yeah, that's crashing out, nigga.
Yeah, niggas always doing the most over a disagreement of sports, football, basketball. And that's another thing that kind of makes sports debates, music debates on social media whack is because it go left too quickly.
Yeah.
Going left period is whack. We should be able to have our back and forth and disagree and niggas not get on no personal shit. That's one thing I don't respect, and that's why I even did it. But don't disagree with me in nothing that's subjective. I don't care. I don't care about your opinion because every time niggas always want to take the shit left. I want to be able to have a good, healthy debate, and we leave it at that. But sometimes that shit just get drawn out. Niggas go left. Niggas get personal. Now you just saying how you really feel. Like, say how you really feel, and then we don't even gotta have this conversation, bro.
We don't even gotta, because once you get that off your chest, you be like, all right, well, cool. I just don't gotta talk to your ass no more. That's it.
We just leave it at that, man. Yeah. But we had a few things happen over our last over this past week. Again, apologies for missing last week. You know, life be life for sometimes, man. But we had a couple of strikes that's been going on. Well, one that's still going on currently. We had one major one that was going on with the port strikes up and down the East Coast. And they did come to an agreement, but I think this one is just until about January, February to when they gotta renegotiate again to come to a basically a finalization for a long-term deal. But they did recently come to an agreement that kind of ended the strike temporarily for some months. Yeah. You know, of course, there was a big topic going on, regardless of what they was fighting for. So from what I did in my proper research, it wasn't so much about the money per se. A lot of it had to do with the AI they're trying to implement with the automation and shit like that. AI and automation. Certain language within their contract. Because, you know, as we continue to grow, as we continue to progress, you know, jobs always look to cut costs. I hear it all the time. Cut costs, cut costs, cut costs. And the first place they're going to go is salaries. Obviously. Implementing what it may be automation, robots, getting robots to do certain jobs. But I feel like at the end of the day, there are certain jobs that you just can't X the human element out of it. Like you got to have the human actually doing these jobs. So that was one of the biggest things that they was definitely complaining about. Money was a part of it too. I see some of them saying they wanted like, they wanted like $80, $90 an hour, which I'm not against. I'm all about somebody getting more bread. Yeah. And at the end of the day, you know what I mean? The ports are bringing in billions and billions of dollars yearly. Yeah. So, man, it's not like y'all don't got that shit. I mean, y'all couldn't afford to be out on strike for at least a month because, I mean, it was going to affect the world on a grand scale. Yeah. So I'm all about people getting more money, man. I'm all about the people who striking, making the company fold. I understand there's a type of balance. I get that, but let's not act like in my opinion, I don't feel like they asking for nothing egregious.
Nah, I mean, if really they're just asking for the stability of like, bruh, if
Job
you,
protection
yeah, our
too.
job protection, like if these, because we already know where it's going to come to a point where they're going to have to implement AI automated systems, but is it going to be
Which
the,
been going on.
yeah, but is it because China been doing that shit? You know what I'm saying for a
Longest.
minute,
Yeah.
so it's the fact of making sure that we can all coexist within each other.
Right.
Because in America now they quick to throw a nigga, they quick to pitch a nigga out the window for some other shit that's gonna be like you said, salary less cost effective if it's gonna get the job done the same way. But what they're looking for, like you said, is just some stability within what they have going on, and I don't have no
Correct.
problem with them fighting for that. And if they get a raise, I mean, so what? I seen people tripping off dog because he came on the shit with some Cardis on and shit like that. But ain't no
Talking about the
tell.
white dude.
Yeah, but ain't no telling how long.
Then they
Brother.
pulled up a picture like his house. Talking about, oh yeah, this is the guy who's leading the. It was like it sounded like he trying to get everybody else on his level.
We all trying to eat. He trying to make sure we eat.
He trying to make sure everybody get in their fair share, bro.
I mean, and it's like you don't know how long dude been working there. It could have been he could have been trying to amass that for
One thing I can say
years,
about that ports in general, overall, you might have some jobs that are easy enough, but that ain't no like light work. Them motherfuckers be working, bro. And they keeping the world essentially revolving. It's kind of they are essential workers.
Yeah, they bring
You know what I'm saying? They're bringing in the goods.
Yeah. You need them. Like if we don't need, because America
that's why they got to an agreement real quick.
Because we're an import country. If us not getting any goods, that affects the countries who are sending in the goods. So if we get certain things from China, we get certain things from whatever Portugal or whatever, they can't get that product in, that affects them too. So then their country and their economy, they go down as well. So it's not just one thing of, oh, this affect America. Like you said, this is a global issue. Like this could affect the world. As far as companies which pretty much I think every continent country deals with America in some form or fashion. I don't see. Maybe there's some countries who don't, like. I don't know, whichever countries are like what's them countries that like not probably like not extraditional countries, probably the only ones that don't fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? Countries where if you could go to America and like if you're a criminal and you go to this country, like America can't come and get you. One of them countries, probably the only countries that don't deal with us. Everybody else deal with us within some capacity. So that shit would have affected more than just the ports, and that shit would have affected a lot of countries. So
definitely for sure. So I'm glad they was able to get that on Trump. But it was interesting to see the conversation surrounding that, especially on TikTok. Like TikTok, I only be on there to be posting shit for the pod or whatever. But sometimes I get to scrolling, just seeing certain shit, especially with something trending, and just to see everybody's. You really get to see two opposite sides of a discussion.
Yeah,
like the ones that may be in support of the strike and the ones who don't. And the ones like I was seeing that was in support, it was just like, damn, this shit was dead on. But if you wasn't knowledgeable about what's going on and you heard the other side, you'd be like, damn, they come in with some heavy information too.
Yeah.
Some of it who are against it may be just in their feelings more so.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like how, somebody like, how you always got the worker, not the worker, the person who's the average working American who will be like, oh, you're getting X amount of dollars per hour. Why are you complaining? Well, bro, you don't know what the fuck type of work they doing or what they know they're capable of getting dollar amount.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? People be like, oh, if I was getting 16 an hour, I'd do that. Yeah, but them motherfuckers might feel like they deserve 80.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And it's not like they can't afford it.
And then a lot of those guys, they be on them boats for like 6 to 8 months, bro. They be like, because I had a homeboy who was actually down there on the strike. He works on the port, and
how many ports we got out here? 3? It's 3 of them, right?
Yeah, I think it's like 3 major ones down here.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I can't think of the name. You got one by the paper mill, then you got one across from that, and then you got another one. I just can't think of the third one. But
you got the one by the actually downtown, and then you got the one, I think off of Montague too, where all the trains and shit. Like
I get what you're talking about.
I think like what it should be going in. I think there's another, and then there's something else. But man, those dudes, man, like I said, my homeboy, man, sometimes he would be gone.
They be working hours.
Just saying, they be working hours, bro. I got a couple homeboys who be working hours on that shit. Them niggas be going in at 2 a.m., getting off at 2 p.m., 2, 3.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
More type shit, like so. You know, some of them, the longshoremen, really the longshoremen are the ones who be on the they be on the boat, and then you got the guys who work at the port who get all the stuff that come off.
Yeah,
and they, you know,
and some jobs are less strenuous than others. Yeah, but I know a dude who said, man, he came out to my job probably about a year ago, and he was like, man, I worked out there, but he said that money wasn't. I was working 12-hour days, 7 days a week. God damn, bro. He said the most money he made in a year probably was like 190 or some shit, but
it probably was so.
You ain't really get to like enjoy that shit like that. Yeah. That shit taxing. 7 days a week, 12-hour day. And they really don't be wanting you to take days off like that.
Nah, and it's taxing on the body, if anything, man. The money.
That's why as you get older, it's better for you to work smarter, not harder.
Definitely, bro.
But when you put in your time on the port like that, bro, you deserve every penny.
Yeah. And those jobs, man, like me and my uncle was having a conversation because we was talking about the job markets and shit like that. And my uncle was like, even though it's strenuous, manual labor will always be here.
Manual labor will always be here.
You know what I'm saying? Even though it's strenuous.
It's not that much technology in the world, bro. Technology will definitely eventually start to take off, bro, to higher heights. But manual labor will always be a need.
Yeah, it will always be here.
That's why it's always important to also evaluate what job position you want to be in long term. And that's another problem that a lot of people have. They don't really think about the position they're in short term and long term to see what's beneficial for them.
Yeah.
Don't be at a job that you know probably you can lose to technology long term.
Yeah.
You need to be finding out an exit strategy, and whether it be a year, 2 years, 3 years. But if you know your job has a certain level of security, then you can map out. You could probably plan out a little bit better long term.
Yeah.
If that's not somewhere you want to be. But manual labor, like you said, will always be here.
Yeah, I'll always be here. So, I mean, when they talk about, because my uncle was like, when they talk about like people losing jobs in the job market, he's like, they talking, because, you know, me, I work from home and shit like that. He's like, he talking about jobs like you got, you know what I'm saying? He's like, they're not talking about the manual labor jobs because they always need somebody to build a house or do construction, be on the road, whatever the case may be.
Definitely build houses, build buildings. Yeah, robots ain't doing shit like that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like all this. Imagine robots, because you know when you go on 26, like going towards into the city, like going towards like more North Charleston downtown, going I-26 east, and you see all the construction being built like by Ashley Phosphate and shit like that. Man, imagine if robots was just doing that shit. That shit a little crazy. I mean, the possibility is so much great that could come from that, but it's also so much like unknowing, like, bro, what if one of the robots just malfunction and just drop something in all?
But guess who got to fix that? Human.
A human have to fix that. Yeah,
a human has to fix that. That's just like with the construction going on 26, bro. Like that's a lot of construction they got going on. Yeah. I didn't know how deep that shit. I thought they was just gonna put, the road coming off from the other side by Palmetto Commerce and running it down, and then that shit's about to be an overpass. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Which essentially, now I think about it, it makes sense. So you can, go ahead. You can hit over there. What's that road? 78.
Yeah.
So you go over, hit 78, or you come down, loop back around, up under. So yeah, like I said, we're always growing and expanding, bro.
Because there's so much traffic on 78. That's probably why they did that, bro. Because like around between 3 and 7, 3 and 6. Boy, that bitch be packed in the morning.
In the morning, in 7 and 8, you're cooked.
Yeah, bro. I got homeboys who are truckers, and they say when their partners tell them, like when they come into the city, they be like, bro, we have to get to Charleston by at least 5:30, because once they get on that I-26 East, like 6 o'clock, cooked. They say they be in
526 is ridiculous if you work in Mount Pleasant, bro.
Ooh.
If you work in Mount Pleasant, you trying to hit that shit at 6, 7, or 8, you're cooked.
Yeah, you might as well just wait until 9 o'clock.
9, 10, yeah. Because you not getting there by no 8. If you got to be to work by 8 or not, you gotta be super early.
You gotta leave your house in order. If let's say,
at least 5:36.
Yeah, about to say if you live right here, like around here, you gotta leave your house by at least 6 o'clock, bro. And even 6 o'clock,
might be pushing it. You might be pushing 5.
Really, bro? Because that traffic goes so fast, bro. Like I remember when I was coming home from Charlotte one time, and I went and took 26. I mean, of course, you got to take 77 good on 26, but I just missed the traffic because I got there at 6 o'clock. I promise you, the traffic was just forming, bro. And I'm like, damn, bro, I just got here at 6, and this shit already starting to. I can see the buildup because as I'm driving in, I'm seeing more cars slow down, more cars slow down. I'm like, oh, I'm about to hit this shit. I'm about to hit the traffic, but I was able to get off on the Somerville exit before, because all I had to do was get on Somerville and go to Latson. But if you somebody who got to keep going down 26 and you don't get there by 6, it's a dub. So I'm hoping the building of the new overpass and things like that, we're able to kind of alleviate the pressure because it's a lot of people moving here, man. It's a lot of people, and it's only going to continue to keep growing.
I mean, especially with the jobs that continue to be implemented and growing and shit like that. But all in all, people just got to be safe. Also, man, shout out to any of my Florida listeners, man. I hope y'all made it through Hurricane Milton pretty good. I heard it wasn't as bad as they anticipated as far as the damage. I did know some people that was out of power. Some just got their power back yesterday. It was definitely some millions of people out. I know DeSantis said prior that he was going to have at least like 300K like electrical workers on go, ready to go when the storm passed. So it was good to see that it wasn't too bad. One of them stadiums did get fucked. I think it was Tampa Bay Rays.
Yeah, Tampa Bay, yeah.
Yeah, that shit kind of got fucked up real bad. But all in all, though, the damage wasn't as bad as anticipated. But you should always prepare like it's going to be the worst.
Yeah.
Always prepare like it's going to be the worst, bro.
Man, my cousin, he lives in St. Petersburg. He had to slide to North Carolina.
Yeah, how did he make out? Or he didn't get back yet?
He didn't get back yet. But when I talked to him, he was like, man, that shit that looked spooky outside. Like, it was.
I mean, they was talking about Category 5.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
By the time it was going to hit them, it was going to be like a 3. That's still strong as fuck.
Yeah, that 3 caused damage now.
Yeah, hell yeah. 3 definitely causes damage. 5, you talking about some catastrophic type shit. Hurricane Katrina type shit.
Yeah.
But, all in all, though, man, I was just glad that it didn't turn out to be as bad as anticipated.
That's a question. Like, when it comes to social media, when it comes to the news and things of that nature, do you think there's a lot of fear mongering going on?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's a part of it. But I think same time, too, they be serious because they want people to be cautious. So I think they purposely do it at times. Yeah. Like when I saw the Tampa, I think it was the lady, she was like,
you're going to die. Like,
if you stay in one of these evacuation zones, you will die.
Yeah.
Like, and some people didn't like that. But I think it's a lot of it, the sense of urgency, because some people just stubborn.
Yeah, but there's some people who really don't have the funds and the means.
There are some people who don't have the funds to leave neither. Yes, you are correct. But that'd be the sad part.
But I just say that in general because when I'm thinking about even going back to what we was talking about with the AI and the ports and things like that, I feel like a lot of this shit is like, not to say not to take it seriously because these are things you definitely should take seriously, but you also got to have that thought in your mind like, hey, you also have to use, as people, you have to use your own judgment on certain things. Like, you can look at the media, you can look at the news, but there's also a lot of misinformation going around that also be having people spooked. And it's like, bro, you don't, if you actually like do the actual research on it, it's not as crazy as they're trying to make it to seem. Now, some things like you said, you need to beware and be precautious. I'm just bringing this up because I feel like in America, a lot of times, especially with TikTok and things like that, it's a lot of misinformation and a lot of fear mongering and a lot of people, heightened anxiety because they feel like it's like, oh man, this is, I looked on TikTok and this saying this, and I looked on Twitter and they're saying that, and I looked on this, and it's like, that's okay for information, but dog, don't overload yourself and use proper judgment. That's all I could say on that, because there's a lot of times people they jump out the window with things, and when they jump out the window, it kind of like makes a ripple effect of everybody else. Like, oh my God, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Instead of everybody just maybe doing 5-10 minutes of research and then coming up with your own decision. Like, stop being sheep. That's all I'm basically trying to say. Stop being sheep with shit.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's always a lot of that going on too, but all in all, I was happy to see a lot of people made out that storm pretty good. Yeah. You see Elon's new Tesla robots?
Yeah, I seen that shit, and that shit looked kind of crazy. That shit look like iRobot, dog.
It
That
really
shit
do look
crazy.
like iRobot, but them shit's hard though. I ain't even gonna hold you. Them
I don't
shits
want
look
that.
hard, bro.
Keep that shit away from me.
Them shits look hard, bro.
Nah, bro.
They say they want like 20, 30 for one. I might fuck around.
Nah, boy, keep that shit away from me. I ain't gonna lie. If you got one of these shits in your house, Mike,
I seen the one when the shit was doing rock paper scissors.
Nah,
with
bro.
the one of the people. Then Sway Lee, he had one of the robots singing one of his songs with him and shit. That shit was fire, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
I'm not gonna lie.
I know we have movies like iRobot and Terminator and all this other shit, but I'm of the people who believe them shit ain't never gonna turn up like how they do in movies.
Dog,
I don't believe that.
You don't know. We don't know. We don't know.
But I don't. Me personally, I don't believe that. I think we need to keep the certain level of movies that we see at a certain like. I think that part of it is just the entertainment and the throw in the shock factor. I don't think Elon Musk is gonna create no robots that are gonna turn up on us if them niggas get. I truly believe them robots don't have no feelings, bro.
They probably don't, but okay, so that aspect I can understand, but also the aspect of me implying trust into some shit that I don't know if it's going to this shit could be doing something very strenuous and tenuous that I needed to do. Like you said, the shit was doing rock, paper, scissors. What if you needed one of those things to like carry something and then it just malfunctioned and then it just dropped the bitch?
Yeah,
you know
I seen the little trailer when the shit going to your car to help you get groceries out.
Yeah.
The shit fire. I'm not even gonna hold you. The shit look fire. I don't think it'd be on no iRobot shit though.
But would you want one that's the same size as you?
Hey, yeah, why not? I'll beat that robot ass. I'll pull a fucking chip out his brain, whatever the fuck I gotta do.
Really, man.
They definitely probably have something on there for you to cut it off as well. I think it'll operate just as something like you at a moment's instance, you could just be like, turn it off, and it should have just turned off.
That's a lot of trust in that shit. I mean, that's a lot of trust in that shit, dog. That's a lot of trust you're giving something. Like no.
I think
that's a lot of trust, bro. Cause
Tesla, they got their own shits going on. Their cars be. I'm not trying to say nothing is perfect, but I don't think it'd be nothing to where that shouldn't want to turn up on your ass type shit.
No, I don't think so either. To me, it's just more of like you doing something and that bitch just break down on you. I don't think I'm just bullshit.
You talking more so this shit ain't working.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Like, now you got to call a motherfucker to come fix this shit.
Fix the robot, please.
Yo, my robot not working, bro. What's going on? This motherfucker was supposed to come get the groceries out my car, and this shit dropped my eggs. Now I got cracked eggs.
Thank you. My shit just sitting there leaning like this. I'm like, yo, this shit ain't. Don't push the button. This shit ain't working.
I'm pushing the button. This shit ain't working. No, but I did see some of them. This shit do look kind of hard. I'm not gonna hold you. It'll probably take a long time for it to be fully implemented. I kind of look at it like Wi-Fi. You know how like when Wi-Fi first came out, it was kind of just like a extra necessity to have.
Yeah.
Now it's something that you really need.
It's mandatory.
You go in somebody's crib, they ain't got Wi-Fi. It's like, bro, what the fuck you
Hey,
living?
yo.
Like, my nigga, this is not 1997. What you got going on?
That's juvenile.
But they probably are some people who don't have Wi-Fi in their house. They don't have the need for it. But hey, I salute you. I know they are fully getting rid of landlines, so they probably just got like a cell phone or something. Yeah. But for you to go into an establishment and they not have Wi-Fi, that is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So I think that'd take. If there ever became a time where a robot needed to be implemented, I think that's hundreds of years out.
Yeah.
Because us as humans can function on our own without having certain shit. I damn sure can. But for me, having a robot in my house would just be for fun.
But I ain't gonna lie, man. I did have a thought. Probably was I think this week. I was just thinking like, damn, what if there was like two of me? Like, cause I was sitting down at work and I needed to go do something. I'm like, damn, man, I wish there was two of me at this moment.
So your robot go pick up something for you?
Yeah, say that's what I would want that shit for. Some shit like that. You feel me?
Yeah. Usually you have to have a certain level of trust, like you said. That motherfucker take your debit card or something, go run off. I told you to go to the outlet and pick up something for me. Where the fuck you at?
That shit.
This gonna go ran off.
No, this nigga that ran off with your debit card. This nigga that got your real whip. Like, that's what I'm saying. It'd be crazy.
And then also, like, I don't think a lot of people will try you neither if you walking around with your robot.
Yeah, if you got your, because hey, that's the
but
thing.
I don't think your robot is. I don't think Elon. This is just my opinion. I don't believe Elon would build those robots to be combative. That's just my opinion.
But what if you had a nigga, some tech guy who just like, you know what? I think I can rewire this shit and make it do what I want it to do. Like if I wanted to beat somebody's ass, I could do it. Because there's some people.
You got some mad people out here.
You know what I'm saying? You got some mad people out here who got money, who have resources, who could possibly make that happen. So next thing you know, you just got this fucking real deal fighting machine right beside you, dog.
I really do believe, like, they would build those robots to be non-combative, but you would have to know that going into it. So, like, if your house getting robbed, you can't depend on your robot to defend you. If you out in public, somebody try to rob you, you can't depend on your robot to defend you, because I think they building them to not be combative. I could be wrong, but
that would be hard, though. That would be hard, like, bro. That shit, like, bro. I would
have to factor in, like, the dog element.
Yeah.
You know how like a dog always gonna protect its owner?
Yeah.
But you go to some people's house and the dog never bite you, never run up on you. But if they feel like their owner is getting attacked or something, they might protect it.
Yeah. That would be crazy though, man. Like if somebody broke into your house and that robot just, bro. If a nigga broke into my house, I would just let the robot just beat the shit out of this nigga. Like, I wouldn't even touch him. I'd just be like, hey, get that nigga, dog. He just starts slamming this nigga across the wall. You won't break in my house? All right, nigga. You gonna leave me with a fucking broken neck.
My robot about to hold me down.
Yeah, hell yeah. She's gonna hold me to fall. I'm gonna just sit there right here, just with my legs crossed and watch that motherfucker toss your ass all across the room. Nigga might fuck around and break your neck. You know what I'm saying? All right, well, I ain't gonna tell it to kill you now, but I'm gonna make sure you walk out this motherfucker not the same.
It's definitely be some laws implemented, some rules implemented into these trust. This is not something that's just gonna go out there like as a raw package.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of troubleshooting, a lot of tests, shit like that. But based off what I seen just from a cool aspect, that shit look hard, bro.
Yeah.
That shit look hard. That shit look hard, bro. I'm telling you, that shit. I probably would fuck around on some fun shit and be like, yeah, man, I might have to fuck around with this type shit.
I mean, I feel you, because that shit is, in theory, that shit is cool. That shit is hard. Like in theory, that would be dope to have, but like you said, it would have to be a lot of tests being ran, a lot of troubleshooting. And a lot of just making sure that if we were to do this, that it would have to be done in a way to where, first of all, it's not malfunctioning, it's not breaking down, it's things of that nature. But like you said, the protection element, because if these shits fuck around and go rogue one day, we're fucked. Like, we're fucked. If this shit
I mean, I knew it was coming when I first seen it. I'm like, yeah, niggas about to roll out these iRobot clips.
Yeah.
Will Smith and, Buddy and all that other shit. I knew that was coming. Yeah. But I don't think it'd ever be no rise like that.
I don't think so either, because I think eventually
people in the masses have to trust something before they dive into it.
Yeah, like I said,
that goes with anything. When people start seeing something is safe and convenient, those are the two major factors.
Yeah,
safe and convenient. People will buy into it.
Yeah, because even if you want to go on a lower scale, the self-checkout line, like, that was something that people would have, people probably thought about that, 30 something years ago, and that never happened. And then we finally got one, but we had to kind of like go through the I guess the steps to make sure that it working properly. But even with the checkout line shit, that even got its malfunctions, or motherfuckers just stealing shit.
Oh, they crack down on that too.
Yeah, because you go to Walmart now, a lot of them shit don't even, like, bro, that shit pisses me off though. Because like going to Walmart or Dorchester, between Dorchester and Latson, none of the fucking checkout lines are open, bro. Like the checkout line be only open from like 6 o'clock a.m. to probably like, once it get dark, that shit be closed, bro. The checkout line don't be the shit. The checkout line is be closed, bro. That's what it seemed like to me. Like once it get to a certain time, they close the checkout line because they probably feel like this is when motherfuckers start stealing and shit. But yeah, because late at night, the checkout line is not open, bro. The self checkout line is closed late at night. So
basically, people be taking shit, still taking shit for granted.
Hell yeah.
You're saying.
Mm-hmm. So even with that, there's still things people are trying to. They're always trying to evolutionize something and try to make it better. So, that's...
I'm for that, too, because people love to take shit for granted. People love to try to get over.
Yeah.
You got to be real about human beings. There are always some human beings trying to get over some shit, trying to find a finesse, trying to find a loophole.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad at that. The self-checkout line should come with, like, extra security.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers acting like they scanning something they not.
Yeah.
Act like they paying for something with a certain price tag they not.
Yeah.
So... I definitely seen that. I'm like, bro, you know they got the camera dead down
Yeah,
there
you
on
can
your ass. They can
you
see.
you can see you like
Now
literally.
you going to jail for stealing. Like, come on, bro.
That should be funny because even when you doing the self checkout, the camera will show you will see your face in the self checkout. Like I see myself checking this shit out. Like you can't really get away with that shit.
You can't get away from that shit. Just pay for the shit, man.
Yeah, because there's always a motherfucker sitting right there too, especially at Walmart. There's always that one person just sitting right there, just looking, making sure nothing happens. So that shit, that do be crazy though. Motherfuckers are still trying to get that shit off.
Yeah, but shout out to Elon. You a madman, but them robots do look cool, dog. I ain't even gonna hold you. Them shits look hard. I would have to see like some shits like implemented in real time to see how they, interacting with people. Not the commercials that y'all make look all good and glamorous and all that, but from what I see so far, that shit look kind of hard, bro.
Now I'm thinking like, bro, what if you just gave your robot a gun?
Yeah, that is kind of.
You know what I'm saying? And
that motherfucker accidentally shoot you or some shit. Nah, hell no.
But the thing is this though, it's not really gonna know that this is like, okay, this is bad because you ain't
be held responsible for that.
But
shit.
you ain't telling it to like, you're not telling it to like harm like the thing is not, it's not programmed to be like, oh, I have this gun, I'm harming somebody. It's just really telling what you do on command.
So now this is when you get into the whole iRobot movie thing. So remember, it had two major laws: not to harm, not to take commandments on killing, and something else. So, but remember, he created the one robot to kill him.
Yeah.
He made him different because he didn't want to see his plan fail. That was the whole reason behind him killing him.
Mm-hmm.
But he gave him only a certain set of instructions.
Yeah.
The other robots, they were not to take no type of commands in harming people.
Yeah.
So that goes back to what you're saying. At the end of the day, you can't replace a soul.
Yeah.
A soul can't be artificially made. So if you give your gun to the robot and you tell a robot, kill me or shoot me, is that motherfucker going to do that shit?
Probably so.
You have to implement something that a robot cannot inflict harm, period, regardless of what you tell it.
Because like you said, this shit don't got no emotions.
What about you getting robbed? Your house getting robbed. And you tell this robot to harm this motherfucker. He might not be able to do it just based off his, his build, his makeup.
Yeah.
There's a lot of elements that go into that shit.
Yeah.
You can't artificially make up feelings.
Yeah. But maybe they could have certain type of robots. Like, okay, this is the protection robot, and this is the regular robot. It might have to get down like that because I'm trying to tell you, bro. For security purposes, that shit would be very useful. Like,
it would act like security. No, you're right. It would essentially act like security, but you might have to have separates.
Yeah, I think you would have to have separates. Like, bro, if I just gave my robot a chopper and be like, hey, bro, hold this shit the fuck down if anybody come through, that'd be crazy. That'd be fucking insane, bro. Like if you had an office,
then you have to understand your state laws.
Yeah,
because if your robot kills somebody, you are held liable.
Yeah, you're definitely held liable.
It won't be Elon Musk.
Nah,
trust
your robot.
He got some writings within these motherfuckers that protect them from anything that happens.
Yeah.
So you would just have to know what the fuck is going on. It's a lot of tweaks because, like I said, you can't put a soul in a robot.
Nah.
You can't put feelings in a robot. Mm-mm. It's only so far artificial intelligence can go.
Yeah. And to decipher what is what.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Correct. Definitely correct. You know what I just found out also, just to push back on the strike shit. And I don't know why I didn't think about this. So they had people who go like fetch those what's the shits, man? The little cargos.
Yeah, I ain't talking about.
What do you call them shits, man? But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. They'll
have people go fetch them shit, but also they're insured, and I never really thought about that shit neither. So all those shits that be at sea or, they hit rough waters and they fall off the boat, all them shits are insured.
Yeah.
But I heard they just let them shits float to the bottom of the fucking ocean, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're not about to retrieve that shit. Hell no.
We wasteful like a motherfucker, bro.
We're gonna let that shit drop, bro.
We don't give a fuck about the ocean, bro.
We don't, bro. And it's crazy because
we don't give a fuck about the ocean, bro.
Because like if you really think about it, bro, think of all the shit that's just floating through this motherfucker.
I mean, but the water is deep as water is deep as fuck.
And you don't know. You try to go off the boat and retrieve something. Next thing you know, your fucking leg get bit off by a shark. Some wild ass shit.
Yeah.
You in the middle of the Atlantic, my nigga. You're trying to get this shit back to the port of Charleston.
But I do hear. I mean, you see people. They go fetch them shits, bro.
Yeah.
They go take them. Then they go sell whatever's inside that motherfucker.
Yeah, a lot of niggas come through on small boats.
Yeah.
Shit up. Yeah.
And they go fetch them shit.
Because you never know what the fuck could drop off that shit, bro. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna keep it funky. I feel like this is how the cocaine gets scattered around when people go on boat beaches and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of that shit get dropped off by a boat, and I don't know which boat. It could be the cargo boats because let's keep it honest, bro. A lot of drugs get shipped through ports.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
That's why somebody said, just make me go watch season
yeah,
2 of The Wire.
Yeah, like so. That is I remember, man, a long time ago, man. I think this might have been like 2012, 2013. They had like I think they found like 700 pounds of weed try to come through the ports one time. It was, I forgot how they was trying to construct it, but that shit ended up getting bagged at customs, bro. And the boy caught 700 pounds worth of weed trying to get on one of those boats. So I know for a fact some of them drugs that people find on the fucking shores and shit in Florida or wherever the case may be, them shits probably came off a boat. Facts. They probably came off one of them boats. Facts.
I think them niggas, when they go and they actually be looking at shit like that. I was looking at something the other day. I'm gonna try to see if I can find that shit. But when you really think about it, it's nothing that can be out the realm of possibility.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for. Out the realm of possibility. Anything is possible. Especially in 2024.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be too shocked at anything that you find out.
I'm not, bro.
It's just like with the whole JP Morgan shit a few years ago. That shit came and went. All that cocaine found on it came and went. It might have been JP themselves, but like that might have been their shit. You never know.
Yeah.
But
it was an ass of that shit though, bro. It was a bunch. Them niggas had
we never heard about that shit.
Them niggas had like 1,000 or more of them things on that boat.
Thousands,
That's what I'm
bro.
saying.
I think it was like tens of thousands. I could be wrong as far as, but it was a lot. It was a lot, and then we just never heard about that shit no more.
Man, that shit.
But there's plenty of things that probably continue to make the world go around in terms of money, because we all know money is the end all be all at the end of the day in terms of the world.
Yeah.
Money is the root for a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But motherfuckers, I just seen this dumbass girl the other day talking about something. My boyfriend who locked up just gave me $100K cash. I'm trying to figure out what to do with it. Like, but she just gave you money essentially to just
hold him down. This nigga, bitch, put something on my books.
He gave it to her like as a gift, but she's trying to talk this shit about, oh, he needs me to do something with it. I need to flip it. Like, I need to find out a way to flip it. Like, bruh, you probably could be implicating this man and you don't even know.
He
Shut
gave
the
you
fuck up.
Talking about flip the money, bitch.
You could do a lot with $100,000. Go take care of some bills or something.
Thank
bitch.
you. Or set it, or if you want to do like some stocks and shit, but I'm gonna be honest with you. He probably gave you that $100K to flip in another way. He did not give you that
in a way that you can't say on the internet.
That you can't say on the internet. He's trying to flood the block so he can make sure that commissary stay full. You know what I'm saying? That commissary gotta stay full. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my niggas using that Global Tel link, man. Make sure that commissary full.
And people just be doing dumb shit on there.
Right.
100K cash. If you get 100K cash, you shouldn't have no worries.
If I get 100K cash, niggas won't even know. Like, I'm not even going to tell the internet I have 100K. If I have 100K strictly cash, that bitch is somewhere. First of all,
that's a good safety blanket to have.
I'm honestly 150 cash. Like, I'm once a month, deposit 8 racks in different savings accounts. And then I might keep a little in the tuck, but we gonna make sure that money spread, and we gonna make sure that money, because 100K,
100K do a lot for you.
Yes, 100K do a lot for you, depending on how you want to use it. You know what I'm saying? Some people could take that 100K, like you said, put it in the money market, the money accounts, and just live and get some interest,
invest,
and get some good
knock off debt.
Yeah, knock off debt. But the man is in jail, so some of that money got to get put on this nigga commissary. So make sure you do that before anything. Make sure, the limit is only 200, so make sure you have 200 every week on that bitch. Right?
I don't think people understand certain amounts of money that is a lot. Like $20,000 is a lot of money for the average person.
Yeah, a 20 ball straight cash.
Yeah, that does a lot for a lot of people.
Man, I know.
Then you start talking about 50. Then you start talking about 100. Like even when people, you know, celebrities, they be doing donations or athletes, they do donations. They always do like around 50.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes 25. When you start tapping into the hundreds, that's a lot of fucking money, bro.
Yeah.
100K, do a lot. I don't be hearing motherfuckers be talking that bullshit. I seen a girl hit a parlay the other day for 46K cash. That's good bread off a $250 play. That's good bread. $46,000. That's a good play.
That's somebody's yearly salary.
Now you start talking about $100,000. Y'all niggas is doing a lot with $100,000. $100,000 is doing a lot to fix y'all niggas situations. Facts.
$100,000. That's life saving money for. Pretty much the average person.
Yeah.
Like I don't know when we start getting to this moment in life when people was just like, oh, that's just not enough. Cause if a nigga can't you 10 grand right now, you gonna be like,
you gonna be happy.
You gonna be happy as a bitch, bro. Like you're
the girl I seen the girl a few weeks ago. She's like, oh, this man just dropped 20 grand in my account. What the fuck? Like 20 grand does a lot for a lot of people. Yeah. Bro. A lot of y'all don't have $7,000. What do you think 7 grand do for you? A lot.
Knock off some debt you got.
Knock off some debt you got.
Yeah,
do something. You might be able to take that grand, go buy something.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. But 100, yeah, you more than good.
Give me 100K right now. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. Give me 100K. I'm gonna make it work. Yeah.
You have a sense of comfortability more than anything. That's really what it boils down to. Everybody has that number in their head that they feel like if they got a certain level of comfortability now. Like I'm straight. I don't got to worry about bills. I don't got to worry about, if I'm out of work for 6 months or even a year, I got a good safety blanket to fall back on. I just need to add to it now.
What's your number? You feel like if you get this number, all right, I'm straight. Like I ain't working no more.
I don't got to work no more?
Yeah.
It's in the millions. Probably about maybe for me and my lifestyle, probably somewhere 1 to 5.
1 to 5 million? Okay. No, I ain't gonna lie. I'm thinking I ain't gonna hold you.
It might be a little like 500K. I might be tapping on that door of like, I'm cool. I'd be able to finesse some shit. But like completely not work no more.
Yeah.
Probably 1 to 5, somewhere in between 1 to 5, because I know I'm gonna be able to live somewhat off a lot of that M just off the interest alone. Yeah. So I used to say like probably over 10, but maybe not. Probably somewhere in between 1 to 5.
All right, I would say 1 to 5 if I got like.
It just depends.
Yeah, if I got like my plan on what I'm gonna do, shit like that. But if I get like 20 million, if I get 20 million.
Oh yeah, I'm set for life.
My nigga, I'm just gonna set up a what's the shit be called, man? What's the shit? A fixed income, bruh.
So you asking me just in terms of. I know for sure I don't have to work no more.
Yeah, like if I want to sit on
my 10.
Yeah, I'm gonna
1 to 5. I'll still probably be working, but I'll be like, y'all can't play with me.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. If I want to, I'll clock this bitch out.
But right not now. To be like, 10. 10 is my number.
I was thinking maybe for me it's gonna be like more than 15 to 20.
15 to 20
because I'm going to live off. Because if I stay in South Carolina, bro, and if my fixed income is $85,000 a year off of 20 million, you could live. I could work.
You'll be good.
I could literally. For 80 to.
Are you gonna get a house or you gonna have like a penthouse or something?
I'll probably get a house, pay the bitch off, and then that's probably be my biggest thing. Is just getting this crib that I know I'm gonna live in for a very long time. Pay the bitch off. I'm gonna pay it in cash. So all the thing I've got to do is pay the taxes on it at the end of the year, and then the rest of the money is gonna be fixed income. I'm just gonna live off $85,000 a year.
I don't think I would get a whole bunch of properties, and that's not.
No, I'm not gonna do all that neither.
I think I pay my house off, and I get a penthouse. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah, that's fly. That's fly though. Where would you get the penthouse at?
Just a pen, something nice. I want to definitely have it overseeing some water type shit.
Yeah, but
definitely a penthouse because I know. Me having a crib, I don't want no big extravagant ass crib.
Me either.
A nice penthouse will do you swell, bro.
Yeah, I'd like.
You could come and go as you please. Too. You got two spots you could lay your head down essentially. But for the number for me not to complete 10, it's 10.
Yeah, I would just build me like a ranch. I would just buy some land, build me a ranch style home.
That's tax breaks right there too.
Yeah, and then that's it. I might fuck around and just, I might fuck around and get a cow or a goat just to put on my shit. Because,
more tax breaks.
You know what I'm saying? More tax breaks, you feel me? Like, I might fuck around, you know what I'm saying? But that'd probably be
That's just like dude who got the ranch over there on Somerville behind Home Depot.
Yeah, I know you're talking about,
his pops or his grandfather owned that land and they sold it to Home Depot and Lowe's. So he owned that spot where Home Depot is at, and he owned the Lowe's over there, that land. He sold it to Lowe's and Home Depot years ago. I remember when that Home Depot got built. This had to been like early 2000s, though.
Damn, bro. So
It might have been even a little bit before that. So all that land his pops or grandfather owned, he sold it to Home Depot and Lowe's.
So, but they haven't done anything to that land because when you still go around there, there's still like chickens and shit on that motherfucker.
No, they own that. But the land
the actual Depot was built. Oh, so that was more of their shit.
That was more of their shit.
Damn, bro.
They own that. Now, they land that they got over there with the horses and cows and all that. Yeah, that's still their shit.
All right, so damn, so they didn't lease it, they just flat out just sold this shit.
They sold that shit to Home Depot.
Damn, I know they probably gave them a nice little chunk of change.
Oh yeah, they definitely tapped over M's.
Yeah.
For sure.
I ain't gonna lie, one of them I would have just flat out, but one of them I would have won a lease.
Nah, that shit that they building up across the street from him.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck they putting over there. I don't know if he owned that though.
Yeah.
But you know they building that spot up over there
that's
too.
What I'm talking about, yeah.
They're gonna have to change that shit to 3 lanes each.
Yeah. I don't know what they're gonna put over there. They put more apartments or
it look like it's gonna be shopping.
Bro, that's a lot. That's a lot on that motherfucking.
The traffic is just
that's
going
what I'm
up
saying,
over there,
bro.
man.
And then you go over Latson it because every time I go through Latson, I see that Chick-fil-A. I'm like, bro, I don't know how the fuck
that's a bad spot to put it. It's right at the intersection.
Right there, and it's literally a gas station, Krispy Kreme, and a motherfucking Bojangles all sitting right there, bro. The morning is going to be hell trying to get through that motherfucker.
Bruh,
You're gonna have
that
to
was a bad spot to put that motherfucker, bro.
They could have put that shit at the end, either at the beginning of Latson Road or at the end of Latson Road. I don't know why.
That was a bad spot to put that motherfucker, bro.
You could have put that shit right beside Freddy's or something, bro. You would have had the same result. Like it would have still been traffic booming, but except it's on one side, so now it's not so congested. Because on that other side, Latson Road, where the movies and shit be at, that shit don't be congested. That shit be free flowing, bro. There don't never be traffic on that side.
It shouldn't be right at no intersection and no light.
Dog, that's gonna be.
You could have did it like how Culver's ain't right at no light. It's like in the middle
it's
of the roads. But you put that shit right at the motherfucker. Come on, bro. No.
That shit about to be jam, and that shit opening up next month too. That shit about to be jam packed.
Yeah, but you know me, I'm retired from that, so that's cool. But yeah, that'll probably be my number to 10. Anything with 10, 1 to 5, I'll probably still be working, but they wouldn't be nothing strenuous. Yeah, it wouldn't be nothing strenuous. Just to keep me level headed. I always see the people who always got real a lot of money. Yeah. Not a lot of money, but like real a lot of money. Yeah, and they really just keep it. It's the lifestyle. Yeah, it's really the lifestyle. Like people who start to make more money, they just up their lifestyle. So it's harder for them to maintain what the fuck they got. Yeah. But if you somebody who their expenses are low and you making an X amount of money, it just comes back down to discipline at the end of the day. I
mean, and my only real big thing is probably clothes. Shoes, shit like
clothes and shoes. Other than that, I'm not buying a whole bunch of cars.
Yeah, I don't really.
I'll have one car that's paid off.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I do want a Porsche. So I will get a Porsche. But other than that, yeah, I'm cool on
I was telling somebody this other day, like, in terms of me, my lifetime, every car that I said I wanted, I already got.
Facts.
So I got my Charger when I was 21. And the only reason why I really love the Charger is because of the full light in the back. Yeah. The old, like that 2010 to 2012, 13 style. Yeah. That full light, that shit was so fire. I got that. Then I said, okay, I want the Camaro. Let me tell you, no. So initially, I wanted a Camaro. Yeah. I couldn't afford the Camaro, and I couldn't find one at the time within my budget. So that's why I got the Charger. Yeah. So I still either wanted one of them. Then I got the Camaro. Yeah. Then I was like, okay, the highest luxury vehicle I go is probably BMW, and I got that now. So at this point, I'll just stay within the BMW class. Yeah, I don't need no motherfucking G-Wagon. I don't need no exotic foreign or none of that shit. That's just me. Like, I'm gonna pay that shit off soon.
Yeah, once you get that,
I'll be straight. All I gotta do is keep that maintenance up. You know, dog, I had the Camaro for like 7 years. I wanted to keep that bitch. Yeah. But there was a part of me. It was only a 2-seater. Yeah. So eventually, you needed something that's a 4-door, so you can really get shit in your car.
Yeah, get space. Yeah.
But I wanted to keep that car for as long as I could, bro. But I wasn't about to pay no $6,000 for no AC to get fixed, bro. I wasn't doing that.
Damn, they try to tax you,
bro. Because someone said they had to take the dash off to fix the blend fan. They said that job alone was like $3,000.
Yeah, you
for them to take that. I said no. I traded that shit in. Yeah, but give me like $8,000. I'm gonna give me $8,000 because I had that car paid off for like 3 years at the time.
Oh, so it was nothing.
I didn't have no car
Yeah,
payment.
but I said, all you doing is paying insurance.
You get what I'm saying? I was just paying insurance on my shit. So I was just like, nah, hell no. I'm not gonna give y'all no $5,000 for no fix no damn, because I already had gave them 15 to fix a compressor and something else.
Yeah.
But they was like, nah, the blend fans wrote, we're gonna take the dash off and that's gonna be like 25. Then you gotta factor in labor and all. I'm not, no. I'm not.
Man, bro, I
traded that shit in.
Man, I was having a conversation with one of my partners about this shit. Matter of fact, I was having a conversation with Toon about this shit. Shout out to Toon. He was talking basically because, he used to work in the car business and shit like that. He was basically saying, like, bruh, a lot of the times them jobs only be like 20-minute, 15-minute jobs, but they just bill you for everything it took for them to get to the, like, if I work on like ACs or some shit like that, the job might only take 15 minutes, but since I got all these certifications and I'm professionally trained and things of that nature, I tax you for that, and then I also tax you for the quote unquote estimate hour, which might be 2 hours, but it only take me 20 minutes.
They still quote you for how long the job technically takes.
Supposed to take. Like, bro,
I've been hipped on that trick too.
That was fucked up. And when you told me that, I was like, damn, bro, that's crazy.
That's how they get down, bro.
Yeah.
It can only take the 20 minutes, but if the job description says 2 hours, they still bill you for the 2.
And the shit that really be fucking me up is the parts, because the parts don't even beat the parts be cheap.
Bro, when I looked up the part for the blend fan, that shit was like $40, but I don't know how to install that shit.
Yeah, and you weren't gonna take the time to think about it. Yeah,
I don't know how to fix that shit, bro. Yeah. So yeah, they could have had that, but as far as my lifestyle and the only thing that I buy miscellaneous that I'll be like, okay, yeah, I splurged on that is clothes and sneakers.
Yeah.
But other than that, they wouldn't be nothing. I'm like, that's consumer debt is a motherfucker. I was listening to the dude Ramsey the other day talking about that shit.
Yeah, Dave Ramsey, yeah.
Dog, he said consumer credit card debt and cars are the top. I think the top 2 are the reason why people be like drowning in debt. Yeah. Is credit card debt and car debt. Yeah. Like actual cars is like that should be drowning people. It's like, bruh, I got a $15,000 credit card and I got another one that's 8. I'm not drowning myself in debt behind that shit.
Those emergencies only.
Those are just like convenience. Yeah. One of them I get points on. The other one I don't use at all because I don't get nothing on it. Yeah. So ain't no need for me to use it. One of them I get like hella points on that shit, reward points. But people, when I be hearing people be like $40,000 in credit card debt, it be motherfuckers over $50,000 in credit card debt, bro. That's crazy. And that shit is amazing to me.
That's crazy to me because once you get like, because I ain't gonna lie, bro. I paid once I had like, I remember one time I had like, maybe this was a while back, I maybe had like $1,500 in credit cards debt that I had. I straight up cut the bitch up and put the bitch off, and I was like, bro, I ain't touching it. Because the more just pay it off,
bro. The money that the money that the credit card companies are making is off not only the interest, but you spending on that. Yeah, that's how they really getting their bread. So when you call them and ask them to up their credit card limit,
it'd be like, sure, hell.
They'd be quick. Dog, when I called them to up my limit, it didn't take them that long. They'd be like, all right, we're going to put you on hold. All right, yeah, you approved like right now. I was like, when I got to wait? No, it's like, it's already up right now. Yeah. Like, you can check your account. It's up right now. So, but what happens is when people up their credit card limit or they get a high one off rip, they just get to spending. Yeah. They get to spending. Like, you really got to be mindful of, like, I done had it all, bro. I done had the credit cards, still got the credit cards. I'm not somebody who needs to be what's the word I'm looking for? Disciplined in the sense in terms of my credit card. I don't need to get to a point where I need to feel like, all right, bro, like I need help. Nah. Like if I don't want it no more, I'll just throw it away, but I just keep them just as a convenience factor. Like, all right, yeah, I'll just swipe for this. Yeah. But when people start to get it, they start treating their credit card like everyday spending, like a debit card. Yeah. Knowing you can't afford that shit. Yeah. You have to pay that money back.
Because, some people do the thing where, they use the debit card, they use the credit card as a debit card, and then they just use the debit card to go pay off the credit card.
Bro, like if you using your credit card like for gas and shit like that, that's fine. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? The points that you build up, you can use that to pay your shit off, whatever the case may be. When you start using it like on an everyday type basis, like to make sure that you live, yeah, you have a problem. Yeah. On top of splurging. Yeah. Not only are you using it as a means to survive, you're using it as a means to splurge as well. Nah, that's when you start amassing that certain level, and everybody has their threshold.
Yeah, and that one thing I also realized is like, you know,
$3,000 credit card debt might not be something to somebody. They pay that off in a month.
Yeah.
Some people can't afford to have $3,000.
I'll take them years to go.
That'll take them years to pay off.
Yeah. But, you know, some people, man, they'll take that credit card because my mom always instilled in me, because I ain't gonna lie to you, I wasn't really a big fan of credit cards. I didn't really start using credit cards until maybe 7 years ago. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Probably was about me 20. I got my first credit card 2017.
Yeah, mine around the same time. I didn't really fuck with that shit. But my mom was just like, you know, you need to, you know, establish this and that, establish that. I was like, all right, bet. So, but, you know, she always told me just use that shit for emergencies only. Like,
credit card debt and cars, man. Yeah. That's what's drowning the average American. And the consumer debt is high as fuck, bro. Yeah. It is high. Like, constantly having that cloud over your head when you're trying to accomplish other shit too. That be the big motherfucker. Like, go ahead.
But the thing that's also fucked up about that is, Mike, is like, you might be like, you just say you're in debt and you paying the shit off, and like you might open another, like, these things actually make your credit score go the fuck up, because if you just pay your credit card off and close it, the bitch drops. So it's fucking crazy.
There's a little bit of misinformation with that as well. As somebody who has paid off their credit card multiple times, it's not so much of it going down as crazy as people make it seem. When you continue to make payments, what fluctuates your credit score is your payments or your lack of payments.
Yeah.
It's not the spending.
Yeah.
It's not the spending. It's what you're paying on.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? If you are a consistent customer who's late, that's what keeps your payment down and going down.
Yeah.
So if you pay off your credit card, right, and then you use it again, because let's be real, once people pay off their credit card, they're going to use it again.
Yeah.
It's not so much of the credit score going down. It's how loyal are you? That's why it's called credit. What is your credit? What is your credit like? What is your credit history? Your when you try to get something, what they look at is your debt to income ratio. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What's gonna fluctuate your score again is the payments, your payment history. That's what they look at. Are you reliable?
Yeah. Not to cut your boy off, but y'all can't see this, but my boy Mike definitely getting it. My boy got the landscapers out here. My boy getting that shit. Fuck when niggas talk about my dog getting that shit, but
like, nigga crazy.
We'll continue.
Oh, but that's what's driving. That's what drives your credit score, your payment history. That's what they're gonna look at. That's why, like, when you're young and you first get a credit score, you're not gonna automatically be in the 700s.
No.
You gotta work your way up towards that. So when you pay off your credit card debt, you might take a little ding, but it's nothing crazy.
Yeah, but it always shoots back up.
Like, even when I got my last credit score, the last time I had it previous to that, it was like around 720, 30 might have been. My shit around like 770 something now. In between that time, I done paid off a credit card.
Yeah.
But I've used it again. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just all dependent on what you got going on. Like, some people have some of their bills on their credit card, which is not a bad thing. Are you able to afford to pay it off every month? That just
I'm not a
boils
fan
down
of that.
to.
I'm not a fan.
So it just all boils down to your lifestyle.
Yeah.
But credit cards are supposed to be used as something for emergencies. But what a lot of people get caught up in is they're using it consistently type shit.
And a lot of y'all motherfuckers be using that credit card on vacation.
Like, bro, like, if you say you got a car expense, there's nothing wrong with using your credit card to pay off a car expense, bro.
That's what it's for. That's what it's for.
You don't want to take the $1,000 or $1,200 to go ahead and use your credit card, bro. Use that. But other than that, bros,
motherfuckers going on they all expensive fade trip. The niggas going on they niggas taking them trips on them fucking credit cards, bro. Niggas is taking them $5,000 trips to wherever the fuck y'all going at, and y'all putting all that bitch on the credit card.
Facts, bro. Yeah. So we got to get to Jermaine Cole, man, out of North Carolina, Fayetteville to be exact. Jermaine Cole dropped. What was the name of that record, man?
Port Antonio, I think it's called
Port Antonio. He dropped this verse, and he basically. Let me start out by saying this has nothing to do with J. Cole as a rapper. J. Cole 100% is one of the greatest rappers we've seen in the rap game. You can't even tell the story of rap without speaking on J. Cole, because he stands out in a prominent era.
Yeah,
which is the 2010s. Let me start out by saying that. With that being said, J. Cole, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, bro. I don't want to hear it. The first verse was fire. When we start getting to that second verse, you start explaining about what the fuck you coulda, shoulda did. I got blood on my hands. Knock it the fuck off. The fact remains, what you did was you put out a diss record. You was begging for smoke for fuck all the diss record shit first. Let's go down the proper timeline. For 4 or 5 years, you was on mic talking that I'm the best rapper alive shit. Nobody can fuck with me. I want the smoke. Da 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 da. Smoke got met at your front door after the first person shooter verse. You put a diss out. You pulled the fucking diss back and you apologize. I don't want to hear you 5 months later talking about what the fuck you coulda, shoulda, woulda did. I got blood on my hands and all this other. Save it. And you niggas copping, please can save that shit too. At the end of the day, because niggas like to make up what the fuck happened, and J. Cole is trying to change what the fuck we saw happen in real time. No, Jermaine, what happened was you put out a diss record because you didn't want to fucking rap. I don't give a fuck what Schoolboy Q told you. Kendrick himself probably told you. You chose not to diss. And I wouldn't give a fuck what a nigga told me what was going. Whatever you and Drake got going on, fine. You shot at me. You gonna get these bars.
Yeah.
Period. If you don't want to direct no more shit at me, that's fine. But you gonna get these bars because you took a shot at me. If you and Drake want to continue to battle, y'all do y'all thing. But you shot at me, nigga.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that shit about, oh, I would have did this and that. Oh, y'all want this. Nobody wanted to see blood. Y'all making shit up. Who said we wanted to see blood? All we wanted to see was bars. Post the battle. Anybody dead? Anybody hurt? Everybody still alive. It might be some animosity, whatever the case may be. Nobody died. Nobody. So all this shit about we want to see bloodshed, no, that's some shit that you making up to absolve the fact of you moving like a hoe, which was putting out a verse, dissing somebody and taking it back. Nobody can make me feel different about that shit. Period.
Hey man, all the words that you just echoed is my exact same feelings. Like, bruh, when you decided to drop that diss record, nigga, you supposed to stand on that shit. But you went and you took it back. So once you take that shit back, there's no knock against you being a great rapper because you are definitely one of the greats. But my nigga, that whole I'm the greatest shit, I don't want to hear that. That whole explaining yourself, you don't have to explain.
Why are you still explaining yourself 5 months later?
We saw it.
We saw what happened, bro. And you rapped in between time. Cool verses. This is. I still listen to Mike Delete Later.
Yeah.
That was a good project. I still listen to Trader True and Ibiza. I still look into Pricey. I still listen to, what's 3000 or whatever that track was. I can't think of the exact name right now, but there's some elite rapping on that album.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear you rap about the battle.
Yeah.
After that Pusha T shit with Drake, and Drake put the notes out, held him accountable for that shit. That shit was whack. You didn't want to battle no more, bro. Yeah. That's it.
You tapped out.
Story Out of Dawn came out, but this is way worse.
Yeah, because
this is way worse. Nigga, you put out a diss record, got on the stage on your concert, and pulled that shit back. Leave it at that, though.
That shit ain't even on
Leave
my
it at
Delete
that.
Later. That shit not even on my Delete Later anymore.
That shit got taken off.
Yeah.
Leave it at that, though. I still got it because I actually bought the album.
Yeah.
But leave it at that.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear 5 months later you talking this shoulda, coulda, woulda. Oh, y'all wanted to see blood and no, nobody wanted to see blood, bro. I'm tired of y'all trying to spin the fucking narrative, bro. Niggas is talking about, oh, what's wrong? No, I don't want to hear that, bro.
It's a battle.
It's a battle. It's a rap battle. Stop trying to take the essence of rap out of this shit, bro. Nothing got serious. Nothing went crazy. At the end of the day, you didn't want to fucking rap. I don't care what Schoolboy Q told you. I don't care what Kendrick Lamar. I don't care what nobody from TDE told you. At the end of the day, no nigga is going to take a shot at me on a record that I rapped about. Take a shot at me. I put a diss record out and I take that shit back. If you and Drake, we could have just had Drake and Kendrick still go on and not send no more shots at you. That's fine. You don't take that diss back. Period.
And my whole thing with that is like, bruh, Kendrick's initial person of interest in this whole shit is Drake.
That's fine.
It's not even you.
That's fine.
But I can understand him feeling some kind of way with the first person shooter line. So if you wanted to shoot back, yeah, shoot back. But when you shoot back, nigga, you gotta stand on it. You can't shoot back and then retract your statement and then 5 months later get on the track and say, oh man, if people wanted to see blood and this and that. No, nigga, if you shot back, nigga. You just shot the fuck back, ain't it? Whatever happens from there, just happens from there. You and Kendrick could have had a whole conversation about the shit after the fact. Like, hey, man, I put that shit out there. I shouldn't have, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, I felt this way because, my nigga, I felt you was throwing shit at me, so I had no choice but to respond. I'm a MC. I'm a competitor. I have no choice but to respond. Why is this nigga feeling...
They're muddy in the waters.
They're muddy in the waters because, nigga, this is competition at the end of the day. Yeah. At the end of the day, my nigga, through all said and done, this is competition. Like I've always said, rap is a full contact sport, bro. You're gonna get hit.
At some point in time, when you're talking the best rapper alive,
you're gonna get hit.
You're gonna get hit.
And you got hit, and when you got hit, you threw back. But it's like you punched the nigga, and like, oh man, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, I punched you. Nigga, he told you first. He told you fuck you first.
After you was talking that best rapper alive shit for 4 or 5 years, you was begging for smoke, Jermaine. And I'm tired of motherfuckers trying to make it something that it's not. Y'all be making shit up. Again, we just saw this in real time. 5 months ago, what happened? You don't get to come 5 months later and tell us what the fuck happened for real. No, we saw what happened for real.
You got on that stage.
What happened is you trying to soften the blow, and I'm not allowing it, bro. Yeah. Not on my end.
Yeah. Not on my watch.
Not on my watch. We saw what happened, bro. And it's cool. You were still a great rapper.
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with Jermaine Cole's rapping ability. He is still an elite rapper. Leave the battle alone, bruh.
Yeah.
Left it alone. Charge it to the game.
Yeah, because you didn't have to go and try to, let me fix this up real quick 5 months later. Like, nigga, we saw it. You were on stage. We saw you on stage go and recant your statement, dog. You can't come back from that. You can't come back and want to explain it because there's really nothing to explain. We kind of saw everything play out in real time, so there's nothing to explain. What other deep dive can you give us? And even if you did give us a deep dive, it really wouldn't matter because at the end of the day, your actions said something totally different. Your actions were totally different than what you're trying to portray on the record. Like you said, oh, they wanted to see blood. Like, nigga, nobody asked for that. All we asked for, really ain't even us, because we ain't even asked for the response. You threw that out on your own limb. You threw that on your own limb.
We wasn't even discussing you in terms of the battle no more.
Thank you. It was really
niggas
just
take their shots here and there, but dog. You didn't need to give us why are you when a nigga over-explained himself, he know he did some fuck shit.
Yeah, or something, some fuck
He know
shit.
He didn't do some shit that was honorable.
Yeah, he stepped wrong.
Once a nigga start over-explaining himself, he know what he did with some whole shit.
Yeah.
And that's what in terms of the battle, you did some whole shit. Yeah. That don't mean you're a hoe, Jermaine, but you did some whole shit.
Yeah.
The whole shit was in the sport of rap, you put out a diss and you pulled the shit back.
That's
period.
And in any decade of hip hop, my nigga,
that could never happen.
That could never happen. You would have gotten this.
Never happen.
You would have got slandered relentlessly.
As time changed, things get. No, that's why I'm glad Styles P and Jadakiss kind of stood on their take. It's like, bro, I can't really understand why he took that diss back. Like, it's just certain things. It's not as terrible as y'all making it. This beef was light.
Yeah, compared to what
we done seen, this shit was real light work. This is just battle for the number one spot. Who the top dog? You called yourself Muhammad Ali.
And Kendrick ain't believe that.
He ain't believe that.
So now...
And his shot at you wasn't even nothing crazy.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't even nothing crazy. And honestly, you really didn't have to dedicate a whole song. You could have gave a nigga a couple bars and...
Yeah.
Get it out the way. Because, I mean... Technically, this shit really wasn't for you, bro. This really was for Drake. This really for you. So when you go and jump into the shit and you give niggas a full diss track that people didn't even ask, and then you go and then recant your statement on your fucking on your festival, it's like, bro, just leave it. At this point, bro, you just gotta leave it.
The nasty part is not only that. And my apologies, y'all, for the lawnmower sounds in the background. The fact that you got on your own festival stage
and said, I'm sorry.
You get what I'm saying?
Like, man, come on, man. Get that whole ass shit out of here, man.
Like, niggas is doing a lot, bruh.
And that's why them boys sitting there using you as a phrase or a punchline in the battle. Like, so you did Cole this way. You did Cole. Now niggas is like, oh, man, you did him this way. You did him that way. You did him. Now look at you. Now look at you. Niggas is using you as like, you're like a fucking, I don't even know what to call it. It's like that one homeboy, everybody's like, hey, don't talk about him. Don't talk about him. Don't talk about him. Like, nigga, Fuck that nigga, cuz. Fuck that nigga, bro.
All this apologizing to Drake, man. Text that nigga, man. Call him. Do something. I don't want to hear that on the record. I just want to hear you rap.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear you rap about the subject of what the fuck happened back in May and April. Yeah. That's it. I don't want to hear about that, my nigga. You chose to bow out, and that's all that happened. Niggas is talking all this extra shit, bruh. Stop adding extra shit into something that did not happen, bruh.
Yeah.
Y'all want to absolve this man for doing some whole shit. Oh, looking back on it, was he really wrong? Yes, he was wrong. Because was wrong.
Because that's not the rule.
Because that's not what it was, and that's not what. But they're trying to make it something that it wasn't. That's the thing. That's not what happened. Nothing came behind this, bro. Yeah. It was just about who's the top dog, bro. Yeah, if Kendrick and Drake got some extra animosity, cool. But you cool with both of them.
Yeah.
Apparently, optics outside looking in. You might not be cool with them. All right, cool. But at the end of the day, bro, that nigga shot at you.
Yeah.
With the nigga that you was cool with. Going on stage with, hugging up with. There's no way that I could be on a track, a nigga even shoot at me.
And me not shoot
back.
Yeah, you got
on top of that, me shoot back and take it. It is what it is.
Yeah.
If he didn't want it, if Euphoria didn't have no bars towards me, all right, cool. I put my diss out.
Yeah.
If you and Drake continue to have y'all back and forth, fine. That's the thing though. If everybody want to say, oh, Jermaine shouldn't have been inserted, fine. He inserted himself though.
Yeah. You were inserted just off the fact that you're
this whole big three dynamic.
You know what I'm saying? You're next to the man, so of course you're gonna get shot at too. It is what it is. You know, and a lot of this shit, you're kind of collateral damage, but at the end of the day, my nigga, you're next to the man. You got shot. Both of y'all got shot at. So you gonna have to shoot back. But
and niggas keep talking about where the battle went. Do y'all forget that Jermaine responded before Cole? Before we even got to all this, it started talking about domestic abuse and pedophilia and all this other shit. Motherfuckers just found an angle to go at. Yeah. That's just what it is. Y'all deep diving too much on this pedophilia and domestic violence shit. Niggas found the angle that they wanted to shoot at, but those were the angles.
Yeah.
That's just what it was. Jermaine replied before Drake, before we knew about any of that shit.
Yeah, he shot because...
He shot first.
Yeah, he shot first.
He shot back first, excuse me. After like that... Drake was still on tour or whatever, so he didn't. You replied first.
Yeah, and then after he replied, that's when Drake did push-ups, and then that's when everything just
everything else. Yeah, everything. We got a great battle.
Yeah,
we got a great battle.
But yeah, you
chose to put your fucking diss out on Mike Delete Later because you rolled it out on the album, and you took the shit back. That's all that happened, bro.
Oh, that's so like, and then it's like within the essence of this shit, people are really trying to take that away from hip hop. Like people are. That's the one thing I've said. You know, with this whole internet generation and shit, people trying to bend rules and people trying to make up new rules in this shit. When, bro, these rules were established from the beginning of hip hop, man, nigga. The battle is damn near essential in hip hop, my nigga. Kumo D, Busy B, nigga, one of the first battles ever, nigga, in the early 80s, bro. Like this shit has been going on for fucking decades.
Facts.
It's never changed. The format has never changed. So
why
are we trying to change it now for one nigga? Why are we, just because we know we love it, care, and J. Cole's a different kind of rapper than a lot of, which is fine,
but you ask for some, that's the fact that it wasn't just like niggas is just picking on Cole, shooting at him, and he never replied. I would have been like, hey, at this point, bro, the man ain't never gonna reply to no shots. He ain't no bad. He's not gonna get on no track and dish on niggas.
Yeah,
he ain't been dissing niggas, but you've been talking about being the best rapper and asking for smoke directly. Like you've been asking for smoke and you put a diss out. Stop skipping the steps of what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
That's my whole thing. Like you was begging for smoke and you put a diss record out.
And then like, people say, oh, but J. Cole's this kind of, I'm like, bro, my nigga.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give, because even Common made the bitch in you.
I don't care.
You know what I'm
exactly.
Saying? So like, bro, niggas. Yeah,
I don't care.
I don't give a fuck. If you cut like that, my nigga, no matter if you a backpacker or if you cut like that, my nigga, you gonna throw shots. In the story. You gonna put the gloves on regardless on whether you're a backpack MC, whether you're a quote unquote gangster rapper, whatever the case may be. If you are a student of rap, I don't give a fuck if you the most trapped out nigga or if you're a student of this shit. Facts. You know the battle is the battle, and you know what comes with the battle. So you take that shit for what you take that shit how it comes.
Facts.
And for fucking Cole to fucking sit there and recant his statement, I'm like, bro, you just not cut like that. Because once again, like with Drake, for instance, I give Drake a lot of credit because Drake is still a student of rap, so he will toss his hat in the ring. Mm-hmm. He will put on the gloves, like regardless if he win or lose, bro gonna put on the gloves. Mm-hmm. And so only thing I can,
outside that pusher shit.
Outside the push, yeah, he took, yeah. I mean, because I think he knew where the ceiling was at, and he felt like, okay, this nigga got, because sometimes you just get got, bro. Like anything, you just get, the nigga had the upper hand on you. You got to think this Pusha been kind of baiting Drake for a while. So when everything happened and Drake jumped out the window and said certain shit, Pusha T already had that shit waiting. That was years in the making. He done cooked that up for you. You know what I'm saying? So you got served on that platform just for the fact of the nigga was always thinking steps ahead of you. But for this instance, there is no thinking steps ahead. You reacted first. You threw the first shot. You threw back the shot. Once you threw back the shot, it is what it is at this point. But for you to, like you said, get on the record and start bitching and talking about, oh, I had blood on my hands and I didn't want to see my friends. Like, man, nigga,
I would have lost a friend. Man, what are you talking about, nigga? Get this coach I touched the ball shit out of here.
Man, get this nigga out of here, bro. Like,
get this nigga out of here. I don't want to hear that. Just rap, Jermaine, because you a great rapper, but don't rap about this battle. Yeah. I don't want to hear about what the fuck you could have did and all this other shit, bro. You wouldn't have did shit, nigga. What the fuck happened was, nigga, you bowed out, nigga. That's what happened, nigga. Yeah. That's what we know. Don't talk me no coulda, shoulda, woulda shit. This ain't no coulda, woulda, shoulda shit situation. What happened was you bowed out, nigga. Period. You still a great rapper. Rap, do your thing. But all this other shit, no. And if anybody shoot at that nigga, take that shit on the chin, bro. Don't reply to nobody because you didn't want to. Don't pick on the lower tier rapper.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't pick on the lower tier rapper now because that's safe.
Yeah.
Because you didn't want to go at Kendrick. You didn't want to do that. You didn't want to go at the nigga in your class.
Yeah.
Now we placed you in for a decade. The top three. The top three was established by the fans for a reason.
Yeah. Facts.
So now you talking about, oh yeah, I'm glad. Now all of a sudden you glad now the weight is off. Nigga, you was talking that big dog shit for 4 or 5 years until it got met at your door.
Nah, you don't.
And why the fuck y'all keep telling me about what Schoolboy Q or TDE tell me? That's another thing that's getting on my nerves.
I wouldn't give a fuck what these niggas tell me. I don't give a fuck
what that nigga tell me, bro. He shot at me on the record. He gonna get these bars. Whatever you and Drake got going on, that's fine. But he gonna get these bars.
Yeah.
I'll holler at y'all niggas.
Yeah.
It ain't personal. The nigga shot at me. This is what we got going on. So y'all niggas either gonna reply to my bar, we gonna keep it pushing, or you just want to keep it at Drake. But I don't give a fuck what Schoolboy Q told that nigga, bro.
Cause at the end of the day, it didn't have to be a whole diss record, like I said, bro. You could have just threw shots back and then just kept that shit pushing.
You put out a whole diss record.
That's and I was listening to Wayno. Shout out to Wayno because he got like a little thing that he does, like kind of like a podcast type thing that he's doing on his YouTube. And I was listening to one of the stories where he was talking about he was backstage. I forgot where he was at, but he was basically, it was with like, it might have been a Dreamville concert or something. He basically was saying like, he thought it was kind of cool between Dreamville and TDE, and he was like, man, from a competitive aspect, I'm pretty sure they're probably still cool or whatever the case may be. I don't know as of this moment, but he was like, from a competitive aspect, he was like the Dreamville artists were like, we're calling that nigga, they were calling Kendrick overrated. If you look it up on Wayno shit, he talked about, he was like, they was trying to call.
Basically, saying they don't really look at Buddy like that. That's kind of how I heard from my man Hussein Compton. He kind of said the same thing about the whole Drake shit. They said it ain't really, really personal. They just don't view Buddy like that.
Well, J. Cole?
No, Drake.
Oh, Drake. I mean, yeah.
It's kind of like the same thing. They just feel like when it comes to Kendrick, he just is here and everybody else is like ain't nobody with. That's how they feel, and that's how Kendrick feel. Like, it's just me by myself type. But he said it, though.
Yeah, he said it. He already said it.
He already said it. Like, nigga, y'all niggas not fucking with me, bro.
Yeah.
It ain't fuck a big three. It's just big me.
Yeah.
Like, he said it. So that's how they feel. I can understand that. For Drake, they might be not putting it out there to not, add more fuel to the fire as far as the personal shit, because I truly believe they don't like each other. Yeah. Kendrick said it on the record, like, I hate the way you do da. But also in combination, they also view Drake like that. Like, they don't view him like that on a competitive scale. Like, they feel like it's a large gap.
Yeah. But he was saying that the motherfucking Dreamville niggas feel that way.
TD shit they never really was cool like that.
I
never seen them buddy like how I seen Cole and Drake buddy.
Nah, Cole and Drake is different. You could tell they actually hang out with each other and shit like that. But what Wayno was kind of saying, I didn't catch all of it, but what he was basically kind of saying, like, they kind of feel Kendrick is overrated and he don't be putting out shit. But them niggas found out because your boss turn that nigga into a hoe.
So Dreamville feel like he ain't really like that for real.
Well, they know now. They might not have known in April, but the motherfuckers know now. I can tell you that.
Especially after your boss tapped out.
Your
nigga.
boss tapped out, nigga, and nobody else stood up and took the torch and tried to go and throw shots at.
They knew
Kendrick
better.
or nothing. Yeah,
But they knew better.
Yeah, Jid, you knew better. You sit your ass down, little nigga. Like I said, it's levels to everything in life, nigga. It's levels. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all niggas thought that in fucking April, but now, nigga, y'all know what time it is, and your boss know what time it is too. That's why he keep being on some hoe ass shit, going back and forth.
All this explaining shit,
All this
bruh.
explaining shit.
I saw this shit come on the TL. What was that? Wednesday night, the track? Yeah,
Yeah.
Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Wednesday night, the track dropped. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this nigga still talking about this shit for, bruh?
It's kind of hard. Like I like. Don't get me wrong.
A dead president sample is not absolving this neither.
Nah.
The record is fire.
Yeah.
The record is fire. But stop telling me what the fuck you would have did in this battle, bruh. And stop. Why you apologizing to Drake on this record? Call that man.
And you had all the opportunity.
You had all the opportunity to prove yourself.
Yes.
You had all the opportunity to prove yourself in this battle, my nigga. You chose not to.
Mm-hmm. You can't blame nobody but yourself in this whole series of events, because you either could have just been quiet about it because then it really wasn't throwing any shots at you, or you felt like, and he did throw a shot, but like I said, the main shit wasn't for you, it was for somebody else. But you jumped out the window because you felt like, oh, niggas was spread. Like, bro, first of all, you're a grown ass man, dog. Ain't nobody about to make me do some shit I don't want to do. So. That whole
you wasn't for. Nobody told you to put that
shit out. Nobody told you to put that shit out. You put that shit out. I don't give a fuck if niggas gas you or not.
And you put that verse on first person shooter.
Ain't nobody.
Now, the only reason why I can feel like Kendrick really don't have no, because he turned down that feature.
Yeah.
For the longest we've been asking for 3 of them on the record. We've been asking for it.
Yeah.
So when I found out, Kendrick said it on Euphoria. Like, I'm surprised you reached out. Like, we got some shit to discuss.
Yeah, I turned down that.
You get what I'm saying? Like he turned down a feature request.
Yeah.
So Drake and Cole and Kendrick were supposed to be on first person shooter. We didn't get that. But you chose to still put that verse on there knowing that. And don't tell me Cole didn't know that Drake hollered at him about that verse. He knew.
Of course.
He knew he was reached that. And when both of them found out that he wasn't going to be on there, that verse got changed.
Yeah, and that's
when that's when we get the Muhammad Ali and all that other shit. Yeah. That verse got changed.
Yeah.
Because I don't know who would have went first, who would have went last. And I think Drake would have definitely gave us a different verse if Kendrick was on there. Because we got to think, it's really Cole rapping for real on that. Drake ain't really giving us that diplomatic community, 6 p.m. in New York.
That was really set up for Cole, really.
It was really set up for Cole for real. But had Kendrick been on there, we get a different version of Drake on that record. But he didn't want to do it. All right, cool. But now don't come to me after you drop My Delete Later in 7 Minute Drill talking all this other shit 5 months later, nigga. No.
Could have did that then. Could have did that.
And I don't understand how people could defend it. If you just like that man, say that and save me the conversation.
Yeah.
Shout out my nigga Scotty. Scotty, I love you to death, but I don't want to hear that shit, my nigga. You copping pleas for this man. Period. And don't try to flip it on me talking about, oh, you just mad, he ain't got nothing to do. I don't give a fuck about Drake. Drake, yes, he is my favorite out the 3, but I'm able to be objective and call a spade a spade. Yeah. What happened was Kendrick and Cole, they were supposed to have a battle. He chose to bow out.
Facts.
Period. Drake and Kendrick, they got it on. We got a great battle. That man put out a diss record and got the fuck up out of there.
End the story, bro.
End the story. There's nothing else to discuss. These niggas copping pleas.
Yeah, the pleas that I saw, niggas was copping for Cole. But I feel like niggas been copping Cole, like pleas been getting copped for Cole ever since this shit started, bro. Ever since he took back this diss record and said he was sorry, it's been pleas cop left and right from niggas. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that shit. Cause a nigga like me, I don't give on my festival stage, we been gonna turn this bitch up. I been dropping that motherfucker on the stage, you know what I'm saying? We're hip hop is about the moment. It's about making moments. And I definitely was gonna make a fucking moment. But I think, I don't give a fuck what Kendrick or what Schoolboy, you don't want it. Man, fuck that. Nigga throw a shot at me, bro. I gotta respond. It's only right. Like I said, it's hip hop. Now, whether how far this response goes, whether motherfuckers even respond to it or whatever the case may be, then oh well. But my nigga, I gotta do what I gotta do at the end of the day.
Dog, listen. That shit was weak as fuck, bro.
This shit was super weak. I ain't gonna hold you, because when I was listening to the first verse, I'm like, oh, this shit gas. This shit okay, cool. Then I heard that second verse. I'm like, man, bruh, what the fuck is this? What the fuck going on with this?
Man, listen, bruh. Jermaine, get it out of here, bro. I don't really got too much bars.
Get that shit out of here, bro.
I pretty much I said what I needed to say. You still a great rapper at the end of the day. I still want to hear the album. Give me the album. And this is another thing that kills you when niggas are not able to understand or comprehend that you can say two things. I can say J. Cole is still a great rapper and that he did some whole shit. Why niggas acting like that mean I won't listen to the man no more?
Yeah, the nigga still raw. The nigga still
raw. He's still dope, but you did some weak shit.
Yeah.
That's it. Like I said, I still listen to Mike Delete Later. I still listen to that album. It's a good album. I still fuck with that pricey track.
Yeah.
Like, get it out of here, Jermaine. Yeah. That's all I got to say, man. I don't really got too much else for that shit, man. Glorilla dropped the album. Was you able to check that out?
Not really, but I checked out a little bit, like just through passing, just through like being on social media. But through the songs I've heard through social, it doesn't sound bad, bro. I mean, she's a good artist. So, I did see her in Sexy Red. They kind of like remixed "Wipe Me Down," and you know it was cool. But I'm tired of hearing shit like that, bro. Come on, let's please, just please be original in some aspects. I am tired of hearing the remixed track or, oh man, that's such a like, bro. Like Prince said it best. We're gonna be sampling the samples, like. Like, don't get me wrong, "Wipe Me Down" is a classic. That's a classic.
That's one thing again that I gave a lot of credit to Kendrick and Drake for. More so Kendrick, they gave us a lot of original shit.
Yeah,
good shit. Yeah, of course you had a few samples in there, but ultimately it wasn't like the shit that we heard verbatim again. What I'm
saying? Like that.
You talking about like the souls? Like Kendrick did more so the soul shit, but like Euphoria and Not Like Us and Meet the Grams and Family Matters and all that other shit, like that's like damn near original shit.
Those are samples that like besides the Al Green and the Teddy Pendergrass, which he really just kind of rapping over them shits on, but those are songs that no offense, like bro, I love Teddy Pendergrass, I love so I don't really, you could rap over them shits all day, you know what I'm saying? Those are soul samples, and those are samples that like most artists aren't really touching, you know what I'm saying? So I'm cool with that. But my nigga, y'all just remade "Wipe Me Down." Yeah. And it's the same beat, it's the same everything, you know what I'm saying? I'm just tired of hearing shit like that, you know what I'm saying?
I still gotta check it out. I haven't had a chance.
But there was some new music that definitely dropped yesterday. I know that dropped I'm an underground nigga, so shout out Willie the Kid and V-Don. They dropped something that was pretty cool. Deutsche Marks, I think it's 4. They have some cool shit. I'm trying to think. Somebody else dropped too, man. But who else? But one thing I did find on YouTube, I found this Vince Staples Alchemist like secret album. That shit fire.
I gotta check that out.
That shit fire, bro. Like I found that shit on the algorithm, just brought it up, and I was like, damn, this shit gas. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. I've been listening to a lot of like Earl Sweatshirt and shit like that lately. Like niggas, like I've been fans of them, but like just more and more listening to them like on certain like just because Earl and Alchemist got a little album that came out last year that I'm really just starting around like really listening to it like early probably like early last month.
Right.
That shit fire as fuck, bro. So I'm just more tapping into like shit like that, but. That Glorilla song, cause she had another song with that for Boss Man D-Lo that was pretty cool. Like I was just hearing it in passing, but I'm kind of interested to see what the numbers are now. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really seeing like how the numbers game is kind of being played now with certain artists.
Yeah, but I mean, the artists, I think they got to go into it now knowing that you're not going to get no money for real lost sales. That's just more about how you gauging your reach and shit like that.
It's more
about the shows
and promotion. Yeah, I think really the album really is just promotion at this point, bro.
It gotta be.
It's because a lot of these like, bro,
unless you already established artists from a decade plus ago, you ain't gonna be able to get no real money off no album sales,
bro. Because I seen the Baby shit. His shit only sold 9K.
And what's that dude, Tommy Richmond and whatever?
He only sold 3.
I thought it was like 6 or 7 or something like that.
Nah, them boy says like 3.4.
Grand opening, grand closing. Shit.
It might be, bro. It might be because people might. I mean, it's such a. I mean, in his case, and he also tried to say he wasn't a hip hop artist, but to me, he really isn't a hip hop artist. You know, he really isn't. I think maybe they might be going about marketing him the wrong way because they're trying to lean him more toward the hip, which is cool. But his aesthetic is hip hop, but his music isn't really technically hip hop music. To me, it's kind of like low key, like some R&B funk type shit. Like you really should market that nigga like Bruno Mars. Actually, you really shouldn't try to market him like a hip hop nigga, and that's what they did. You really should market that nigga like Bruno Mars, like because I could see him on some shit with like Anderson Paak because of his voice. He sound like the nigga from BG Staying Alive. You need to go and try to market him in those type of pockets. You trying to market this nigga like a rapper, and he's not a rapper. So I could see why the sales came to that because you're marketing to motherfuckers who we niggas don't care for that. Like, you know what I'm saying? On as far as a album buying, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, pop artists still sell.
Correct.
They still break the bank. Country artists still break the bank. Rap is one of the few genres where I've seen where album sales have plummeted. Like it goes down, and I think a lot of the things is for one, is so much music being made, and two, the level of artistry that these artists are putting out.
It's heavy sampling too.
It's heavy sampling. You're not really making a lot of money when you got to pay an ass of samples, bruh. And you're hoping to get it back off the road. You know, that's what a lot of these people are just really hoping to get that money back off the road because a lot of these niggas, no offense, they're in 360s. If you didn't come in with some type of pristine when you got signed, bro, you're 360'd out. Like, it's because they're not about to try to go and spend a whole bunch of bread to make you hot. If you come in hot, then maybe you could have some leverage. But if you come in like lukewarm, they'll probably 360 the fuck out of you. But yeah, that's just my main gripe with certain things. Like, I'm just tired of that sampling. Don't get me wrong. You know, the song was kind of cool with Glorilla and Sexy Red. I'm just tired of that sampling. Like, the whole song sound like back then, niggas took a soul sample and they chopped it up. And yeah, you could be like, oh, damn, I think I kind of hear where that song's coming from.
Shout out to Kanye for that.
Yeah, but you really didn't, you'd
have
to.
It wasn't the exact same song,
It wasn't the exact same song, my nigga. Like, these niggas is literally doing the exact same song, bro. And just, like, bro, you're really just doing a remix. You're really just
that's all you're doing is a remix.
You're just doing a remix. Like, okay, they just basically just a Wipe Me Down remix, bro. And like I said, like, in order for this music shit to thrive, bro, we got to keep trying to kind of innovate and do certain things, bro. We can't just keep, like, even if you had a certain sound, try to expand the sound. Don't sit there and just try to fucking redo the whole shit. Like, that shit is very...
to the T.
It's to the T, and that shit is kind of whack, man. That shit is really whack. And I'm pretty sure the rest of her album don't sound like that. Like I said, the songs that I've heard have been kind of cool. I'm pretty sure I'm going to hear a lot of that shit out in passing. But I mean, yeah, but her album is, through what I've heard, it sounds pretty straight. So, shout out to her, but I'm just tired of that shit, bro. I'm just tired of that shit. And, us moving forward in music, one day we are going to have to sit and have the conversation like, all right, where is this shit really going to?
Like I said before, what if we already hit our peak with especially with rap? I'm taking more to rap music. What if we already hit our peak for real with rap music, and this is what it's going to be long term? Might have to come to grips with that, because unless we get some more of them, like, really sitting down with your craft, sitting down with the music, putting out original music like Kendrick, Drake, how they do, then this is what it's gonna be.
Let me ask you a question. What's the last, like, rapper that you listen to, like, new? Like, oh damn, I just discovered this nigga.
Probably Doechii.
Okay, but
for her, probably like new. It's been a while, bro.
That's what I'm saying, dog. It's been a while. And back then, it used to be new niggas coming out, damn near
that blog era.
You know what I'm saying? We used to have new niggas coming out all the time. You know what I'm saying? And quality of work.
Yeah.
But it's like, bro, you can't even really find no.
Nah, I can't think of it. Because I'm looking right now, I can't really say. Probably before them, like Mozzie. But that was years ago.
Man, that's like 2016, 2015.
That's
dog.
what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. So that's a long time.
It's been a long time, bro. And in between that time, we got some new niggas. So it had to have been around that time frame.
Yeah. I feel like that 2015, 2016, probably the next.
Might have been like the last wave for real.
Yeah, because honestly, bro.
Post 2020 pandemic time, ain't really been too many. I've been like, yeah, this motherfucker knew he nice for real. Like, no.
Nah. I really as far as like on a, there's underground cats coming out every day, but I'm talking about like on some, this shit hot and this shit could possibly go out of here. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember the last nigga.
I can't remember the last nigga, bro. That blog era was special. It was special, man. We had a lot of niggas take off in that time frame, bro. Then we had a smooth transition with the older niggas coming off the 90s, early 2000s. They was putting out mixtapes. You get what I'm saying? Collaborating, doing great shit, doing dope shit. Like, I was listening to Pandemonium the other day. Like, I was like, damn, this record is so fucking special, bro. That MMG time frame was fire, bro. Like, we had some dope, great shit. So it just depends. Like, look at everybody we got from the blog era around that time. Like, we got Meek, we got Wale, we got Cole, we got Kendrick, we got Wiz, we got Currency. Well, I don't even really count Currency for
real. Yeah, really. He's been around for so long.
He had been around so long prior. Like, like we just got so many
brand new
niggas.
Like, even like, you might not like this person, but like a Kid Cudi or whatever the case may be, like, bro, Nipsey, you know what I'm saying? Dom Kennedy, like, it's so many guys that we could have named back from that era between that probably 2007.
How'd you feel about Dom's new album? The TL I saw was kind of split. The West Coast niggas, of course, was going up for Dom, but then someone was like, bro, this shit kind of mid.
I listened to one song. It was alright. I didn't get a chance to really dive into it because people were just on my timeline. I got nothing but like, this shit ain't it. But I'm gonna make my personal listen to it and do it and listen to. I'm probably gonna listen to it this weekend. So I'm gonna check it out because Dom's one of those people. Like, I'm always give a shot. Like, I'm always gonna give an ear to because nigga done put out too many classics for me not to give bruh a listen. So I'm gonna give it a listen, see what it's hitting for, and then I'll make my decision from there. But even with his, but he's been around he's one of another cats that been, because Dom really been around since like 06, 07. So he's a underground legacy act at this point. So if bruh doing something, I might not feel it, but I'm not gonna just automatically shit on it.
You fuck with Raw Wave?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
I never have.
I got a younger homie. This nigga keep asking me about fucking Raw Wave. I'm like, bro, leave me alone, please.
Bro, I got the same here, bro. Like, bro,
stop asking me why I don't listen to this. I don't want to hear that shit.
Facts, bro. I do not.
And I'm not gonna slander the man music. I just don't speak on that man. Yeah. I don't want to hear that shit, bro. This nigga be on my head about Raw Wave. I'm like, bro, I don't want to hear that shit, bro.
Shout out my nigga Javon, but he the same way. Like, bro, you don't fuck with that Raw. I'm like, no, bro. I don't listen to that shit, dog.
I don't want to hear his music. I gave him a chance with Ghetto Gospel. I didn't like it. Yes, you only get one time with me. Some people only get one time with me. I don't care. You only get one time with me, bro. I don't want to hear that shit. So
you funny. That nigga only get one time.
You only get a lot of certain artists. You only get one time with me, bro, and that's just what it is. So
yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Nigga like Rod Wave only get one shot with me. I don't want to hear that.
There's no disrespect. Again, I just don't like the music, bro. It ain't personal.
Not my cup of tea. It's all good though.
Yeah, but yeah, man, that's where I'm at with it, man. That's pretty much all I got, man. You got anything else, man?
Shit, man. NBA about to come back up. Preseason's popping off right now. League about to start back up. So,
yeah, I ain't gonna really have too much burn for the league till about December, January, man.
Yeah, I feel you, cause
especially for my squad. So,
yeah, man. I mean, we closing in. My Lakers. I don't know, bro. I'm just here. Like every year, I'm just here. I'm hopeful.
Yeah,
I'm hopeful. But I'm gonna keep it funky with y'all. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all fans. I'm gonna keep it real with all my Laker people. I'm going to just say this shit out so, niggas could, if you want to slam, go ahead. I'm just really waiting for this LeBron shit to be over with.
All right.
I'm really just waiting for this. We need to... The run is great. Don't get me wrong. He's incredible. He's one of our, he's top 3, greatest basketball players of all time.
You ready for the new era?
I'm ready for the new era, bro. This shit is getting I feel like we're dragging... the
inevitable.
I feel like we're dragging the inevitable because I don't think we're going to win any more rings anytime soon. And I really feel like we need to get a head start on our future. And we need to. We can't we can't trade him, man. It's LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? We can't do that. So
especially with his son on the team,
we just gotta wait for we gotta kind of just wait
for the right time.
Wait for it ain't really the right time. We just gotta wait for this shit to ride out because that nigga ain't gonna leave. LeBron when LeBron want to leave, he'll leave. Mm-hmm. If he want to leave your team, he'll leave. But if he don't want to leave your team, he's staying. And there's nothing you could do about it. We're gonna have to stick with this. I just don't know how conducive this is going to be to our future when we are putting everything. We're putting everything on a nigga who we know not gonna win a championship for us. Let's just be real. He got his in the bubble, which is great. He came here. He did what he did. He delivered one for us. But bro, it's 2025. Yeah. It's damn near 2025.
Yeah, it's 2025. It is.
We're not. I don't see us winning nothing no time soon with this nigga on this roster.
Yeah.
We can't get nobody. We got a Anthony Davis who's only getting older. Who's injury prone, so he's not the hottest nigga we can is on the trade market as far as the value of people wanting him. We don't have any young assets. All of our draft picks are fucking late, late first round, early second round. So I mean, when bruh leave, this shit about to get real bleak for us. So I'd rather us try to make some shit shake so we can at least have a somewhat foot forward going to the future, but I just don't see that happening with what we got going on, and we got JJ Redick as the coach, and it's funny you was tweeting, you was like, man, JJ Redick always finding something to bitch about. I was like, bro, you're right though, because this nigga, I ain't gonna lie.
I think I be making this shit up, bro. Like I literally watched the episode of First Take one day when Molly and Stephen A. Paul's like, bro, like you good? Like why are you always so like hostile, dog? He's like, it's never that fucking serious, bro. You're talking about basketball for one. Like he transitioned this shit to here now. It's like just the other day when he was getting on a reporter about somebody asking about the role of a player, he's like, no, I think you make it, bruh. Relax. It's not that serious. Y'all complaining about doing a fucking preseason game in Milwaukee. Motherfuckers going to Abu Dhabi to play a fucking preseason game. You complain about going to Milwaukee for a preseason game? Stop bitching. Yeah. That's what I don't like about JJ Redick. He be bitching too damn much. He act like he the end all be all for fucking basketball knowledge. You're not, bro. Yeah. You're not. You're not this. You're not the ultimate encyclopedia of basketball knowledge, JJ. You're not. Sorry, you're not. And he's always carried that fucking energy since he's been on First Take. Like, anytime he hears somebody's opinion, you can see it on his face. You can see it in his body. Yeah, he's like, bro, what? Like, bro, you're not the knower of everything, bro.
Because they think because they played that it gives them that whole, you don't know what you're talking about.
I don't like JJ Redick the way he handle himself sometimes, bro. That's just my biggest gripe with him. Like, bro, stop bitching. That's what he be doing. He do a lot of fucking bitching, bro. And he don't know everything, bro. You're not the only opinion that needs to be validated, my nigga. Everybody can have an opinion. Everybody can, give their take, my nigga. That's it.
And my thing with him is, I don't know how he gonna do with an older team. I feel like with a bunch of young guys, you can kind of pull that shit off. But with an older team, with a guy like LeBron, a guy like AD, you got some vets, like, some of that shit ain't gonna slide, bro. You're gonna have to change your approach on how you go and do shit, because that whole because you have another basketball savant beside you, which is LeBron James. So I'm pretty sure just within that, he might keep himself in line. But there are going to be times where motherfuckers are going to have to reel him in and be like, JJ, you're not the end all be all with this shit.
Shit crazy.
We'll see, but man.
You saw what Sam Mitchell did to do last night on NBA TV, bro?
Yeah. What'd you feel, dog?
Dog did shoot at him now. I ain't gonna say he did, but it didn't have to go that far.
He said, I'll put your address out.
And this man proceeded to put his address out, bro.
And nigga said, you got 2 homes. And nigga said, you got 1 penthouse.
And they already was off of it, bro. This has been like 2 minutes later. He's still on it, bro. Like,
he felt that.
He felt like you felt that. You felt that type of way about him taking a shot about your salary. Like, I get it. But you already had cleaned him up prior. Yeah. You still went to go put this man fucking address out? No, we would have had to get down after that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You fucking with
Sam, Sam, like, bro, I get it. I took a shot. All right, cool. But now you going way too far, bro.
And at the end of the day, bro, you were an NBA player.
I think he was waiting for that moment.
Yeah, he probably, because there might have been some shit behind the scenes we didn't know about. But, bro, you were an NBA player and a fucking coach, my nigga. I know you got more cheese than this nigga. Like, bro, come on. You've been making millions of dollars since you probably was in your early to mid-20s. I know you got more money. You probably got money older than this nigga on that you working with. So you shouldn't have felt some kind of way about that.
Yeah, that was out of pocket, bro.
Yeah,
that was out of pocket.
He had that on his heart.
He had that on his heart. Yeah, he was waiting to do that. And Dog shout out to Dog. He handled it good from the optic standpoint, but we would have definitely had to have a conversation or get down after that.
You might have had to get down because, bro, you fucking with my well-being.
Yeah, you put my address out there, bro.
What if something happened? I
don't give a fuck if I don't live there in my rental property, nigga. Somebody might damage my fucking rental property, nigga. You playing games.
Yeah.
Like, nah, we ain't doing that, bro.
Because that nigga said, you got a house here, you got a condo on floor. I'm like, bro, you just naming this nigga's locations like it ain't shit.
Nigga doing way too much, and that shit wasn't cool, bro.
Nah, that shit wasn't cool at all, man.
Yeah, man, that's pretty much all I got, man. Shout out to everybody doing their thing, man. Y'all continue to be safe out here. Continue to be progressive. Continue to be consistent. Stay on your P's and Q's. Health is wealth. Stay on top of that as well. Please take care of yourselves out here. Life is short, as we see. Right. You know, RIP to the ones we recently lost. If I miss any of them, I know we recently lost, of course, Frankie Beverly. RIP to him. We lost, who else we lost recently?
Man, we just lost somebody
Earl
recently.
Jones,
Yeah.
lost him. We just lost somebody recently too. I can't put a finger on it right now. If I miss anybody, I truly apologize, but you know, we are losing some of our legends, and you know, my prayers, condolences to the loved ones and their families as well. And ultimately, y'all just please. Oh, we lost John Amos.
Yeah.
RIP to John Amos. RIP to him. Definitely a staple in, you know, black culture, especially as a father figure on TV. So RIP to John Amos. Rest in peace. Condolences to his family and his loved ones as well. So y'all continue to please be safe. Shout out to everybody in the city doing their thing per usual. And continue to run this shit up, man.
Word, man. I ain't got no much to say, but just, you know, hey, man, just count your blessings, man. Just count your blessings. Be thankful. Be grateful, because, you know, one day you're here and one day you could possibly be gone. So any issues you got with people, please try to resolve it the best way you can. You know, just show love, because, you know, one day you're here, one day you could be gone. So that's all I got to say.
Yeah, facts, man. So like we say every week on this show, man, you hear anything on the show that gets you in your feelings, you feeling some type of way, always remember, we're just some messages.
We out.